Instagram for me leak. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome, 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 everybody. How are you doing? I greet all of you. As I on the live, I just realized I don't tire. Okay, so let me put my leg up. Uh-huh. How's your conversational planning going? Hi, Wamaka, Adele of PH. How are you doing? Abike, Ade, how are you doing? But no, I'm not going to co host. Sele, how are you doing? So, I want us to talk today about um, remind me because I've forgotten. Hilda Baci has won the the Guinness Book of Records. Before we go into Hilda Baci, I want to show you something. These are two of my favorite Creed perfumes. This is Centarius and this is Delphinus. I brought them to show someone. Someone said, Daddy Freeze, I want to get you a gift. I'm like, you can buy duty free. Don't buy me perfume from those people that sell perfume on Instagram. Oh. I am using God to beg you. Don't buy perfume for me from anybody that is selling perfume on Instagram. If it's not a Senza or Montaigne place in Lagos, then buy from duty free. I want to see the receipt. Not because I want to know how much you spent. I know the price of the perfume. I want to know where you bought it from. Please. Because people, you can give me, you don't think you should not give me as gift. Don't give me a watch. Unless you are the one that manufactured the watch. Like you are a Nigerian watch brand and you made the watch. I'll collect it. I might not wear it, but I'll at least collect it. Don't give me Rolex. If you are not Pastor Toby Adegboyega or Wizkid or Davido or Burna Boy, don't give me a Rolex. I will not collect it from you. For even if you are a minister, I will not collect it. I have to know that you are a watch person and you source your watches from the right places. Because even people that have money sometimes buy knockoff without knowing. So don't buy me. The only person that can buy me watch that I'll collect from is maybe PT or Davido. Or let me see who else do I know that can buy me watch and I will collect the watch from. My livelihood. People that I can call out if they say, Daddy Freeze, your watch is fake. I can say, it's my livelihood that gave me you. It's Toby Adegboyega that gave me you. You understand? So there's so many people who have come to give me gifts. One guy gave me Cartier the other day. I was like, nah, bro. I just dodged the guy wanted to give, because the Cartier no look like Cartier to me. And one day I go wear my watch, do like this. The next thing he go pop. The next thing that the freeze wears fake. The next thing the whole collection is fake. Once they can just see one fake, they'll just, hey, everything he wears is a fake guy. Please. Don't buy me designer clothes unless you can show me the receipt. If you're buying me an LV, the receipt has to be there. It has to be from Selfridges, from Harrods, from the LV shop. Gone. You understand? So don't buy me perfume unless you are buying it at the duty free. Or you are buying it inside the aeroplane. You know they sell perfumes too inside the aeroplane. But that Somebody is selling perfume on Instagram, and then you go and buy it. One guy that used to work with us that year, his name is Chadi, he used to work with us in Cool FM. That's why he sell me 2 fake Creed that year. I got calm because I don't believe say the guy know what thing they do. Since then, please don't give me Mandela's LVO. God will bless you. So first things I never take from anyone as gift. Someone like Simply Vic can buy me a watch because I know he doesn't wear fake. You understand? Somebody like Dr. John J can buy me perfume because I know he doesn't wear fake perfume. You understand? Me, the authorized Creed dealer in Nigeria is Mountain Place. They are authorized. I buy from them. Or I buy from Essenza. Essenza doesn't sell Creed, but they sell Tom Ford. So I buy all my Tom Ford from them. Because I know that any day the thing is not smelling nice, I will go there and remove all my cloth and give them. They're going to say they buy market. I can wear a cologne from Macy's, but you have to put the receipt. I have to see the receipt. You have to put the receipt. Someone said, Pastor Toby, yeah. Pastor Toby can buy me LV. And my mind will be at rest. Because I know he doesn't wear fake. Now, after perfumes and designer clothes and watches, sunglasses. Don't buy me sunglasses. Unless you are going to go to the Gucci shop and get the receipt. Don't buy me sunglasses. I will not collect it from you. Unless you are maybe Ethic Notions, all those people that I know buy original stuff. Please don't give me sunglasses as gift. Don't give me alcohol as gift. Don't give me alcohol as gift. Unless I know you and you bought it at Rebank or Banreni. If his sunglasses hot, I have to see that. I have to see that receipt. I have to see that receipt. I have to know that it is from Sunglasses Hot. I have to know. I have to be aware of where you got it from. So that I won't take a Mont Blanc pen from you as a gift unless I know you're a Mont Blanc collector. That's just me. You understand? So somebody said that if I want to buy you a perfume, then he sent me an online handle to choose. Say, what perfume do I like? I did video call with him. I showed him Centarios and Delphinos. And he sent me to one Instagram handle. These perfumes are like 600K or 55 something, almost 600K each. And then one of them was going for 170K. I'm like, what? Bro, no. Nah. Please. I beg you in God's name. Come and help me put this back in their place. That was all the conversation I was having. I said, Baba, no, please don't buy for me. I beg you. I don't want to spray something on my body, then I'll get rashes. This one is this side.
This one left.
Yes, right, yes. Richard Mille. How many people can afford Richard Mille for themselves? The only people that I know that can afford Richard Mille for themselves are Bonner, David, Wiz, and PT. Even me, the Richard Mille I had to sell it. No, just leave it there. I'll sort it out. Bring my food. Because I got it for about 120K. And I sold it for like 250. And I just spread it around different watches. This was about 8 years ago. Someone say, poor man not supposed to come life at all. He's supposed to come, but he's not supposed to wear RM. They're not doing for you. Bring my turkey, please, love. It's there on the floor beside you. Phones. You can buy me iPhone as long as in the park. You understand? Is it cold? Just very little. Just one very little, not much. No buy Benz for me for Nigeria. Don't buy me a car in Nigeria. Instead, give me the money. Or tell me to go and pick it up at Costaris. Don't buy me Niger moto. Let me explain something to you here. Even the suya, you give me the money, I'll buy the suya myself. Let me tell you something about the there's something I wanted to talk about. What was I about to talk about before somebody distracted me? Why? I don't know. I forgot what I wanted to say. Phones, I have to know where it is, so it's not a Nigerian motor. I've never bought car in Nigeria before if it's not brand new from the factory. Even then, I got a Hyundai from Hyundai that was accidented in Nigeria. Sorry, Kia from Kia that was accidented. They delivered it, they had painted the fender. But I was desperate, I needed the car that time, and I collected it from them. I will never buy a car from in Nigeria. If not for what Renee is going through. I could not call Renee, say, Renee, please put a custom order on this car for me, please. Nigerian car. Is that they rewind the mileage? They give you accidented car? They give you salvage car? They give you stolen car? Baba, if you buy, you see, forget Tinubu and our politicians are angels compared to the people roaming around the streets. The average Nigerian will go to heaven and see Tinubu there, we see Buhari there, and we see bus conductors, house girls, all of them outside lining up to go to hellfire. If you think our politicians are bad, try the average Nigerian on the road. Yeah, she's cleared, but you know, the thing really affected her. I haven't spoken to her in a while. Renee go buy you as in, you know wetin you dey buy. Sometimes I even spec with her. We'll choose the spec. This is what you want, this is what you want, this is what you want. Wait for the order to go in and come out. Nigerian man sell you motor. Unless na Costaris. And then still, if I buy a car in Costaris, I will still have it examined because na Nigerians they're there. But I can trust the car from Costaris. One Nigerian guy helped me get a car once. The car was accidented. The guy, I don't know whether he know saying accidented. The car had a clean title. Na K Auto Detailing, come they help me detail the motor. Now they see broken glass inside. Na K Auto Detailing go. I called the guy, you are a car dealer. I said, how do you not know that this car was accidented? Now we begin. They are changed the windscreen. They are changed one of the side glass. They are changed one of the headlights. One day I parked the car inside sun. I noticed one of the headlights bright past the other one. Will I buy from Polanco? Yes. My only problem with places like Polanco is I can get it cheaper abroad. But at least I know that their car is original. And their car is not accidented. And their car is not flawed. So the only thing I'll be doing is that maybe if I want to save money, I will get it directly. I can save small money. You understand? But at least their cars, authentic. Polanco know they sell accidented. Amara, bring it now. You are overdoing it. How long did you put it for? This guy don't go burn my turkey way. Oh, okay. No overdo amo. Baba, I cannot vouch Nigerian. I called the guy. I said, brother, are you not aware that this car was accidented? The guy said, no. I no buy car from him again since that day. That's why I take buy car from. I met Renee. I met Renee through Ubi Franklin. Ubi just called me on. They say, in Sabi this girl, she they sell car. I just called her. I said, I'm buying my next car from you. It took about a year plus before I bought it. But I know, say, I can go and meet Ubi, say, this person where he tells me, say, guy, Renee delivered my car to me. Both cars scratch free. As in, not a scratch like this. Some people will deliver motor for you. They will tell you that they will paint the bumper. You see, once Nigerian man touch motor, once Nigerian man paint motor like this, problem don't start. Nigerians don't know how to paint car. I've not met a Nigerian that can paint. I've not. So I try very hard not to scratch my car. My eyes are very good. Is that they paint the car and they don't match the color? Or they match the color, then under the car will be doing like this. The car will be doing like this because they cannot do the panel to be straight. The one that knows how to paint does not know how to panel beat. The one that knows how to panel beat. Eh? You didn't want, it's okay. Don't you want some? Come and take. These people just don't like to listen to English. Come and take. I'll leave for your mom. If a car has a damaged fender abroad and they repaint it, I don't mind. Some of the Nigerians cannot even paint a house. Nigerians cannot paint. Simple. There's nobody I've not tried, including people recommended by K Auto Detailing. Nobody in Nigeria can paint car. Leave it. Nobody, no bother to argue with me, we lose. They grow. I thought your red car was refurbished. My red car was brand new. I had it for 3 years. The mileage is 3,000 miles in 3 years. Olodo. Who and your papa they buy a refurbished car? Who and your papa they buy a refurbished car? Olodo lori buruku oshi. How will you look at my car and tell me you thought it was refurbished? I resemble your papa. And don't even tell me it was a joke. Me too had a joke about your papa will be Oloshi. That's where I buy brand new. What do you want? Don't touch anything there. Somebody says stop calling person papa for goodness sake. Then make the person get sense. If you come to my life, the stray bullet and your papa they go for first. If I miss your papa, I get your mama. Don't talk nonsense on my life. I have no respect for your parents. If you have no respect for my son's parents, I have no respect for your parents. I buy my motor refurbished. Hello, I hear only that say all my kunoloshi. Man, nonsense. Look at him go come talk. Yeah, you go come talk. Say, hey, why you insulting Papa? In Papa no deserve insult. Okay, no problem. Come and take, and let me rest, because I know that's what you came here for. I did tell you. Nigerians don't know how to paint. Finish, leave it. In Nigeria, we say they get fake president. doggy man, you no go better for your papa, you no go better for your mama, you no go better for any pikin where you born for this life. None of them go get good head. Talk again, make I finish you this night. What is irritating? Did I beg you to come and watch? Please, anybody that watches my life, don't say I go insult your papa. Or if you not like, log off, block me. I go insult your papa and I go insult your mama. If you talk anyhow, your mama and your papa go collect. Oshwoju. Please talk nonsense, make I insult your papa. I did look for who papa I want to insult today. I did hear the chop turkey. The papa did how to collect. Talk nonsense. Instead of you to go and address the person that was talking nonsense, you are here telling me it's irritating. There are 185 people watching. It's irritating to you. It's not irritating to 184. So because of you, I go stop waiting 184 they enjoy. And they chop turkey or papa they chop insult for house. Ah, this turkey they juicy. See I see the shimmer. Greet us now, Mama.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. What are you up to? Why did you sneak here?
Sorry?
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and you?
Very well, thank you. Where are you coming from?
I'm from Abuja.
Abuja. What's happening in Abuja?
Nothing is happening, sir.
So why do you send me requests to join my live?
Sorry?
Why do you send me requests to join my live?
And that's the first time I've seen you on first. Okay, let me request a join.
Okay. What's your name?
Yeah. My name is Victoria Ekanem.
Victoria Ekanem. Are you married?
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
43. I'll be 44.
You don't look it, or you look very young. I said that Abuja. I hear said that Abuja. A lot of things they happen there. Are you sure you are faithful to your husband in that Abuja? Yeah.
Nothing is happening here.
Are you faithful to your husband?
Right. Very faithful, sir.
Is he faithful to you?
Yes, he is.
If you give me his number, I will call him and say
Yes,
his side chick is greeting him.
Okay.
Should we try it? Should we play a prank on him?
Yes, please.
You are ready to sacrifice your husband?
Yes, I am. I am.
What if he messes up?
I assure you will not.
Because he's there with you, Abi.
Wow. No, he's not.
Where is he?
He just went downstairs now.
So you want to tell me that since you've been with this husband, no side chick has ever showed up in the picture?
No.
You are sure?
No, not. Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me about yourself. What do you do?
This call, please, am I live to everybody or just me and you?
It's just me and you.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. No, if everybody's watching you, before you go and say something that'll put you in trouble.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, I won't all that information this sir.
Because there might be somebody who needs your services.
Okay. I work with the church.
With a church? Are you a pastor or a pastor Mrs.?
Administrative staff.
What church is that? Is it a bad church? Is it a church of Satan?
How can it be?
So you are afraid of the church?
In a bad church. Okay, I work with House on the Rock.
Oh, house on the block. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. So, what question should I ask you again?
Really, my pastor the other time.
Huh?
What?
What do you say? Sorry, I didn't hear you, my darling. Say that again.
I said I saw you trailing my pastor the other time.
Your pastor.
We had issues.
Oh yeah, tell me what I did that was bad. Tell me what I did that was bad. Oh yeah. Tell me, was I fair to your pastor?
The man of God, there are certain things that we should not indulge.
Eh?
There are certain things that we should not indulge. And like a public figure, you maybe would have sent him a message from your own. What's the
How many people I sent message to him through his church people?
From your perspective.
Maybe the problem was that time that there was a. Maybe that time with the content creator.
Yes.
Okay. Is what your pastor did good by your estimations? Please give me tissue, my love. Let me wipe my hands.
I really don't know I didn't really know what trespass. And I don't also live in Lagos. I've heard crazy things about the way of life in Lagos. So I will actually not want to comment on that.
Okay. So me too, I don't want to comment on it because, like I said, it's an old story. But I personally believe I was very fair to him. I saw something and I commented on it publicly. And okay, and I don't think there's anything wrong. Come and take this. That's for your mom there. If she doesn't want it, bring it back to me. I didn't give it to you to eat. It's for your mom. Yes. Record her video while she's eating it. Okay. So, Victoria, I'm listening to you. So, my darling, I think I was very fair to your pastor. In my observation, we're all human. We all make mistakes. I expected an apology on his part, not to me.
My network. I don't know if it is my network or yours.
I think it is your network. I think it was your network. It is your network. Network. Oh. Hey, Victoria. Oh, where are you?
Yeah.
Nene.
Good evening, sir. I'm saying breaking network.
Okay, so welcome back. So you were saying?
I was busy on mine. Yeah.
Not you with your Minnie Mouse hair, Nene. This or that.
Yes.
Sorry. So I'm listening to you, Victoria. I have to buy you data because your internet is not good. So I was asking you, Victoria, by your own judgment, is what I did to your pastor fair or unfair? I don't want them to sack you from the church office. So.
It don't go. So only me and you remain.
How are you doing? This one where you separate your hair like this.
I say make I look younger now. What the person go do?
Who tell you say you look younger?
I say make I look younger now.
No, you know walk.
He walk.
So anyway, let's go to our main topic. I don't carry us go church. I don't chop turkey. So I want us to go to our main topic. Congratulations to Hilda Baci for winning the Guinness Book of Records. It is an amazing feat. Okay, just keep it for her. I don't want you to eat it. Anytime she's eating it, just record it and let me see. No mind this, my children. Then all of them don't come collect their turkey. I say, may they give to their mama. I know say their mama no go chop them, so they go collect them. Instead, may they collect them. I don't give them their own. May they bring them, come back, give me.
Okay.
Abi, I no try.
You try.
So I think it's a great thing that Hilda Baci won or was able to set a new world record with regards to jollof rice. My only problem is the people that gathered to eat rice and to watch rice being cooked. That's the only problem I have. Nigeria is too delicate in its structure right now for our youth to be losing focus. I'm not saying people should not have gathered, but that number, it worries me.
The number was massive. They even show it today in Belgian television, and my daughter was screaming my name, "Mama, come, come, come! Nigeria is on the TV." I was like, "Nigeria, care." So I came out. I saw.
So of all the things to be on the TV for, it is jollof rice.
Like, in jollof rice, I was like, wow, because Belgian TV, you cannot see Nigerian news only when they are doing all those, like when they are buying people, they will show it on the news. But when I saw it today, I was like,
okay,
oh,
well,
wow.
that's a good point, though. So if Nigeria is showing,
that's a good point.
if Nigeria is showing for other things like not buying themselves.
And she was actually happy. She's like, "Mama, it's today I actually see Nigeria on the TV." She was so happy to see that. I said, "Okay, that is good." And she was like, "Oh, I will go to Nigeria." Like, I don't know, for some reason she was happy to see jollof rice, like very big like that on the TV. And then, yeah.
Don't I say, you see, at least not for buying or Yahoo Yahoo.
Yeah,
you see, my
really
worry
excited.
is we are so mediocre in this part of the world that it is little things that excite us. Little things. If this is how Canada behave, you will not relocate there. If this is how
I don't live in Canada, so
that place where you live, is that how the only news that comes out of there is jollof rice or spaghetti?
No.
Where do you live? You live in Belgium.
Yes.
Do you know that the used cars, all the used cars in Nigeria come from Belgium?
That's not true.
No, I'm telling you, when Belgium people don't use their motor finish, they send and can't give us. Then we will say there's brand new and there's Belgium. Anybody with a sell car will say this kind of Belgium. Belgium in Nigeria means clean second hand.
Okay.
Sama baby, how are you doing? Kamaruddin, I hail you.
Daddy Freeze, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Samara, do you have a nose ring or is it me as?
No, there's no nose ring.
I think it was like a nose ring. I always see it anytime you come out. I said I'll ask you.
Is it that mark, a tiny one?
Someone said people love Hilda, period. How many people can pull that kind of crowd? You are part of the problem. Is that the crowd? What the crowd of youth in a country should be doing? The youths are either begging for food on social media, begging for money. Where is the innovation? Do you know that? Let me explain something to you. Do you know that China in 1960 was in the middle of the Great Chinese Famine, where 50-something million people died? Between then and now, China has started dashing us money. They were in famine when we were collecting independence. When we collected independence, we had discovered oil 3 years prior in 1957. We had cocoa, we had groundnuts, we had all of export quantity. We had palm oil. Malaysia exported our palm oil. Now they are importing it to us, for us. Singapore was in poverty in 1960. They didn't get their independence till 5 years later, 1965. Today, Singapore has the strongest passport in the world. We are cooking jollof rice. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with cooking jollof rice. It's a fantastic feat. We are gathering. Let me finish. No, we are not cooking. Cooking jollof rice is fine. We are gathering to watch jollof rice being cooked.
Being cooking jollof rice.
That bothers me. We are gathering, and then we look for all sorts of excuses. Samaria, how many people can gather to watch jollof rice being cooked in Texas, where you are?
You have been asking how people gather for important, relevant things. Talk more of jollof rice being jollof rice.
When everybody get 3 jobs, what do they do? Inside, you go carry your pikin for school. You see, not be like Nigeria. One day I did with my sister house.
You see what you're asking? Look at the freeze. Look at this thing you're asking. Like, do you know I'm supposed to have gone to my job to go and do some classes that I have to be paid. Like, I have classes that if I should just go there and sit down and attend it, at least they'll pay me like almost $50 per hour for each hour I spend attending those classes. And I'm in my house. Lazy, tired.
Coming from one job to the next.
Sorry?
Coming from one job to the next.
I have only one job that is free. But what I'm saying is...
No, but you because you have decided to plan your life and you don't come from poverty in Nigeria. You get the way you go come from poverty for Nigeria. You know, if you do one job, leave Samaria.
Yeah, I agree with you. If I not even poverty, you get the way you go carry stress, put for your life, for overseas. You go can notes. Lord go on finish you. That's why you go to file from one job to another job.
Yes, now you have decided to plan your life. You have decided to. You get one pikin. It don't do okay. How many months ago did I post that you bought your first house?
Sorry?
I said, how many months ago did I post that you bought your first house?
Yeah.
Only you have 2 cars.
I get for Nigeria.
Forget. I say for America, where you did, where?
For America.
At least you bought your first house in America. I know you have a Lexus and I know you have a Benz. I don't know if you still have the 2 of them.
I got rid of it. I have Lexus, but it's in Nigeria.
Okay, you sent it home.
I got rid of that one. No, I got rid of that one. I bought another one and sent home.
Okay. So, they do okay with your life. Let me tell you, if you get papa where they beg you for money, where nothing feed, you get mama, by the time you go do that second job. You go do them. So the average Nigerian abroad is being drowned with black tax. So they don't have time for non-progressive things. As in, even me, why would I go and watch somebody cooking jollof rice? I don't see it as a bad thing. If I was her family, I would go and give her support. If I was church member, I would go and give her support. But you know that pastor went to pray over jollof rice.
That the freezer, I don't say that pastor know within the fine.
I'm weak.
Pastor, where don't I glad the back since see opportunity when go use key into that ministry. The time he's saying go pray for jollof rice.
Wait, is he opening prayer? Is he opening prayer?
I don't know. They said pastor came to pray for jollof rice. I don't know which pastor it is, but they said pastor came there to pray. I'm like, wow.
The pastor know what he find good there.
Then you get one guy where they give the jollof rice. He collect them through gate. Then he collect them with this and collect them with this, and then he can't hook. The jollof rice come turn to handcuff for him. I don't know whether you see that picture.
And I was like, are they catching crews or is this for real?
I'm telling you. You see, you need to understand that there is hunger in the land.
There is hunger.
And there is joblessness in the land.
Let's not call that.
And one of them came out to do pickpocket too. They came out to see the
Let's not call that. That's not hunger. That's not hunger. Those people that wasted that time there, if they had gone to do bricklayer job with that in that time, they would have made enough money to buy them that jollof rice and chicken, because this one not even get chicken inside.
Which one be rice we not gonna get chicken? I said I was going to talk about. Maybe I missed the chicken.
Chicken no day, meat no day.
Now if the rice when they want to initiate one guy where they talk say, well, I will give me oil rice. We still no get chicken.
They don't even put seven. They put pala.
Wow.
if chicken no dey, meat no dey, wetin e take cook the jollof rice right now? I thought you will use the chicken stock or meat stock to prepare jollof rice.
Was it delicious? Was it yummy?
God no go let me eat that kind of jollof rice.
Me too.
That's why I see how they drop like that inside that thing.
First and foremost, the logistics behind the distribution tells you that there will be a lot of bacteria in it.
The population, the open,
People go there and they shout, "Turn them there!"
Plus people were going to turn the thing the mess.
Bros don't start today, oh.
You see, it's a great thing coming. It's a great thing that someone said she put crayfish. It's a great thing that she did it. Don't get me wrong.
What if people were allergic to shellfish and you were adding crayfish to the public food?
Thank you. It's only in Nigeria that you can add shellfish to public food. As in Nigeria is just Nigeria.
If anyhow,
this is for Yankee. This is for Yankee. The fish that they tell you, say, she don't get like 100 people with
inspection.
Say, as they chop and finish, they had food poisoning and they'll sue her for it. I should be like,
you don't even do that kind of thing for Yankee.
Did they do the inspections and things like that? I mean, whatever. My own, those people, when they bring out their hands, maybe they put the food for their bare hand, like, why? Please don't finish. It's okay to come out and support our own, which is expected of. But the way the crowd, the mass, the thing, I'm wondering if people were coming out like this to speak against certain things going on,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk.
I sent something to John yesterday night.
I was wondering if they were.
Samaria. I sent something to John yesterday night. Make I show you. It was Pastor Toby.
Just when they talk about the deportation, go later beg for rice.
As in, that thing was like prophecy. Make I show them to you, Sama baby. Just see this. Nigerians discussing my deportation need rice, not answers. Pastor Toby Adegboyega.
On the pot.
As in, you know that thing Gen Z people do.
It was not yesterday.
Clock it.
They should eat cut grass or whatever.
They should eat insects.
Eating proteinous food.
Someone say add someone to counter us so that the conversation will be sweet. I want to. At least we get Samaria, we get John. Maybe Nene, we don't dig here with us, go come out. Don't go yet until somebody who wants to counter us.
Okay.
Someone say you have allergies and you are doing jollof almajiri.
That would you know.
That one enter, Sha. You will get allergy, go sit down. You will get allergy, go sit down for house. Allergy, no, they follow for almajiri. Allergy, almajiri, and they rhyme. Where is Bongoli?
But at the fridge, when you're feeding the public.
Okay, let me counter it.
Okay.
So the breeze, but again, let me turn and counter it now. Let me turn.
Go ahead.
Okay. But you're talking about Jelo. I don't see anything wrong with what she did. And I don't see anything wrong with people coming out to support. Because look at it this way. A lot is going on there that people create their happiness and their joy, their entertainment themselves.
Which makes sense. You are not wrong. You are 100%. But my only question is, how are we going to solve our problem? As in Pete said, Nigerians need rice, not answer.
They're comfortable with that.
It's
That's
so
somebody had promised them Ebedu, whatever. So if they don't get the Ebedu from where it's supposed to come from, allow them to eat it where it's coming from. It's a win-win for us. Since we can't win other things, we can't win robots, we can't win inventing or producing anything that the world can see and recognize us. Let's be winning jollof rice now.
Well, let's be winning jollof rice, but I feel we can spend our time into more
something.
But as in, do you now agree that Pastor Toby is a? Do you agree that he's a prophet?
No, that's fluke.
But that's the enter.
Now fluke. I just by mistake. What if they try to talk and say they need bag of rice because anytime we government want the help of Nigerians, they give Nigerians rice. If you want to do prophecy, make it tell us who go be win.
You know they do prophecy. You know even they bother they do prophecy. You know they follow all these ones where they do prophecy. We know they see road. The average Nigerian pastor does not see road. Did you? I watched all the New Year messages. That watch night year. What's they call them? Crossover. This year is going to be your year. This year is the year of greatness. This year. And then they closed church for 4 months. Nobody saw COVID. One of my friends, do you know how many marriages broke up in COVID? Do you know how many people give other people wife belle for COVID?
Yeah.
One girl went abroad. Normal business, kiss her husband goodbye for airport, go abroad for 1 week. The day she was coming back, they cancelled her flight. Moved it to the next day. The next day, they started lockdown. She was in London for 2 years. By the time her husband see him, she don't get belly.
Jesus.
Well, she don't get self-control.
Jesus.
But wait till be self-control when they live. She was living with her friend and the friend's younger brother in the same house, and they locked them down, all of them inside the house. Then the friend, na nurse, they hear me. Then na lie. If you dey inside that thing, you go get belly. You Samaria, see. Imagine say they lock you and find boy inside house for lockdown. The girl was a doctor. The friend was a doctor that she was staying with. So she was alone with the friend's younger brother.
What Samaria was what Samaria is trying to tell you is that she go knock the boy, but she don't go carry belly.
Thank you, John.
John, wait.
She go knock the boy, but belly she don't go carry.
John, wait. Hold on. This guy now he say I go fit bench. Who tell you say even good for if you guy reach to bench?
But
who find your help?
They were cool. Listen, you don't understand. It's like me and Nene. Nene is married and married. We can't stay inside one house for 2 years. Nene, just imagine say they lock me and you alone inside room.
John, not the find trouble today.
Samaria, you know if they lock you inside house with man for 2 years, that man will begin fighting.
Yes. Especially if he's saying the right things.
Is it that time when they ovulate? Do you tell him?
Wait, soup don't finish. Head of shower don't finish. Head of shower don't finish.
Come, how would they use that head of shower, Sama baby?
Head don't finish. Answer me first. Shower head don't finish.
Shower head will not give you exactly what you
want. As them do that thing, so they say more throw away the things where you get for house.
Shower head will not give you exactly what you want. Is it that time that you ovulate?
Who told you that?
Who told you that,
John? John, speak for yourself.
Wait. I don't ovulate, but I'm telling you the truth. See, Samaria.
Tell me about myself.
Let me tell you how it is out. The first
Amarachi they here, they laugh now.
The first ovulation.
Amarachi they here, she hear ovulate, she they laugh.
The first ovulation to come, you go use your finger, do Spanish guitar. Cure. You go the eye the guy. For that first month, the guy no go attractive. Second month, could be that him ugly face. I go say, but this face so really ugly. I just black. But I like your eyebrow.
Now black, you know ugly.
You should have come to describe yourself. So this is how you rule, huh?
Then the third ovulation. The third ovulation, now a room you go to eat.
That's what you do.
Somebody relax.
No, baby, I don't work like that. No, decided to. If I don't like you, if you like, run me 5K today. I go feel block you tomorrow still. I don't go like you.
Samaria, I don't like you. I don't say you don't like me.
Nothing could make me like that person.
I don't say you don't like me, but make me you try. Make the lock me and you say 1.5 years.
Nothing can happen. Oh. You know, I don't even feel. Make it the president. Make I don't even buy you for that 3 days. No, you know the president. Make I don't buy you for that 3 days. Because after that you say I don't like it, that thing is that you don't buy yourself. Instead of it, the fear like the fear they talk about your mind, they go bang.
See, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what happened for the story. The guy, the wife, was staying with the sister, with her friend. It's like, for instance, you come stay with my elder sister. Me, I dey stay with my elder sister. My elder sister come be doctor. So that time, the NHS, they will go to work for 1 week. They will come home, stay in the garage, and disinfect. Then they will be at home for 1 week, or they will be off for 2 weeks, 1 week. They were just sharing it like that. It was crazy. That first time when people were buying everywhere. So only this guy, she go wake up. Now 3-bedroom house. She was living with a doctor. So the doctor is doing well in the UK. They have a 3-bedroom house. So she had a room, the doctor had a room, the brother had a room. So they would all wake up for morning, meet for kitchen, gist, watch news, gist, talk. Then she and her husband come begin the quarrel. Because let me tell you, if you live, it will have happened to me. It could have happened to anybody. Baba, na madness. I will begin to use boats, go look for my wife.
Men and women are not the same. Men and women are not the same.
Baba, I know somebody that I know very well in Canada. Okay. But her own reach like 4 years. Her own be say she dey travel. They give her wait. Let me tell you all the stories I know. Canada own. She dey travel with her husband. They no give the husband visa. She travel with. They have 4 children. She traveled with 2 and left 2 with the husband in Abuja. One day I call him, I ask him. I said, you know, say some you know me, I'm your guy. You know, say no question, they want to they ask person. One day I ask him, I say, come, since you don't date this Canada, you never bench. Say that if I tell you that I've not bench, will you believe me? I can't say, okay, how did it happen? Now she tell me the story. This nene, if she did that Canada, she will bench. And that's why they code down. You get us at the code down. Eh? See, as me and Nene they like this, I no be Nene spec. Nene no be my spec. If they keep all of us at one house for 2 years, we'll bench.
Daddy Freeze, you got one of your followers waiting. You got one of your
followers for that place. Why you didn't say you go have? What did you get out of to make us?
Samaria, please give me 1 minute.
The person has to be very bad.
Daddy Freeze.
It has to be crow, mouth, all those kind. Oh yeah. You get one of my followers. Oh yeah, mo hear John. Hey, quiet. Let's hear John.
One of your followers, we don't they worry me here since one luxury shopping center. I don't know whether now in this say Hilda. He say Hilda is doing exceptionally well in her field. John is an engineer. What has he accomplished? At least that the freeze is exceptional. Dear John, and I want to answer that person honestly. I don't knock your mama. Is that not an achievement? I knock your mama doggy.
So wait, calm down, John. John, calm down. So are you trying to say you are the person's stepdad? Are you trying to say that you are the person's stepdad? Kodam. So that means you be stepdad for the person now. Be that achievement. See, let me tell you something in this life, Baba. You wake up every morning, you see the same person. Then to get to a time, because you are the only 2 in the house, when I go quarrel. Let me tell you, waiting they bring emotion for this life. Quarrel and settle. Quarrel and settle, na very dangerous thing. Because once your emotions are high, and your emotion, you see a man, men they ovulate daily. Now daily ovulation, a man gets.
That's what I'm saying.
Now, the day my daily ovulation jams your monthly ovulation, there's going to be problem.
Who told you?
Samaria, if you go big, ordinary big brother, you go knock. Leave everything. Forget God, where all of us do. Me, if I go big brother, and that's why I know if you do. You see me.
I swear to you that I will not. Even 20 million I go pay it, I'll give you. I will not. Me.
Who want make we do this thing? No, make I chop some money. Oh. How can we get Samaria into big brother?
Me, when don't they 8 months? I don't collect anything. Ordinary 6 months.
Baba, no be inside. When you dey inside house, we find people.
Hold on. Should I show you guys at my workplace?
No, they are your workplace. Listen, do you know the difference? You close from work and go home. You have 12 hours to cleanse, 12 hours to have a straight head. Big brother, you are showering together. You are waking up together. You are fighting and settling. You can't see anything going on in the outside world.
It does not work like that. No, I don't function like that. My body does not function like that.
That is temptation everywhere.
You know,
I'm telling you, Mo tell to even me. Even me, if I go Big Brother, something if it happen, that's why I know if it go. I know if you allow my wife go Big Brother.
You know, that would be the least thing my mind will go on.
It would be difficult not to knock if you did for Big Brother
My sister,
Nigeria.
it's not difficult. No, that's you can speak for
Even
yourself.
my wife, you see, I dey try prevent. You think say my wife go abroad, go stay with fine man inside house. They do lockdown. Now problem now, Amara. Is it not a problem? You are living alone in a house with a man. Married woman way they don't knock you before you don't born like 2 or 3 children. You know as the thing be. If not small young virgin now, if you understand.
I'm telling you, forget that chance. Anything, there's no chance.
Guys,
oh yeah, let's hear John.
Fine boy, don't tell me.
Big Brother, it's possible she will not, because there are cameras and
It's not even about the cameras. I don't want cameras like that.
Off camera, they can do it outside. They can do it.
You see, the problem is you think because people look cute on the outside, that's what attracts me to them. That's not what attracts me.
Samaria.
That doesn't attract
So you want to tell me that you enter that Big Brother house and you not see anybody that you are attracted to apart from outside?
That's what I'm telling you. See, I don't function like that as a person. What attracts me to people is not what you may think. I don't just because I'm looking at the people. I said this before. You know how women see men sometimes like, oh damn.
Samaria,
John,
you live in Houston.
let me tell you this.
You live in Houston.
Let me tell you before you answer me first of all. I do.
Okay.
Do you know how women?
Okay, no wonder Bongoli they talk say instead $20,000 say you know the knock. If I say why tell you.
See, you see how women look at men sometimes be like, nah, this guy, this one not fine. Oh, I'm looking at the guy. Oh, I feel like this. Oh, my body is this, that. I feel attracted. You know that nonsense. They work for me. I don't like you. I don't know how I'm wired, but I'm wired differently. But let me tell you something now. Do you want me to tell you the truth? If you keep me and person where they buy people for house, I feel like that one.
Then you're mentally sick.
You see what I'm trying to tell you? So you are looking at it from the aspect of this person is cute. Oh, because this person is good, they are good looking or they are handsome. If I say you didn't mean, now you be waiting there.
Let me ask you
now what you attract me around you?
Let me ask you something. So they keep you a person will be assassin, someone that you know that is a professional assassin.
That you see that part alone. That make I not get good friend. That thing self feel make me self love you. Not be self make me love you. The fact that you do it, but the fact that you are somebody who is. How do I put it? Like I don't like my people.
So you love like sociopath, psychopaths, all those kind of.
No, I don't like psycho. No, I don't like social. No, I don't. I don't like those people. What I'm trying to say is my attraction. I think I'm more attracted to that person that nobody likes. That's not my kind of person.
That means say you go like me be that.
People don't like. Those are my.
Samaria, that means say you go like me be that because people not to like me.
What did you say?
That means you will like me because people not to like me.
No, you too talk. I don't like men when they talk. Those ones know they talk. Now them are the right pass.
John is in love.
That means say you don't feel like John too because John too they talk.
John is in love already.
John the woman now.
Sama like John. Don't die. Sama waste time before she answer. Who caught that?
What do you mean? Does it mean nobody likes?
I say you like John. You know like that means say you don't go like John. Sama say. You don't who come for truth.
People don't like, yeah. I think we are misunderstanding what I mean by people don't like in aspect of just social not liking. I just mean to say that you see people. First of all, I like them ugly.
That means you go like.
You see those scary.
That means you go like Bongoli. That means you go like Bongoli.
Bongoli no now. Bongoli no handsome guy. What are you talking?
Is that the
What are you talking about?
John, you find Bongoli trouble.
You know the handsome guy.
You see, I like that rough, not rough. rough, but I like that rough looking. I just like them when they are mean. That's it. Let me just summarize it. I just like them mean.
Okay.
I like to hear them mean. I used to have a place at the time of my life. I used to know somebody that used to be just like that, even at workplace. And funny enough, he was like the top person there. And just because he had that, he was that kind of a personality that nobody liked. Not like they didn't like him. Maybe they didn't like him truly, but people were just afraid of him. Kiki, but I want to go find an attractive person.
Wow.
So that's me. That's the way I function.
Because
I want to see that. I want to melt you. The reason is because I'm interested in melting you. I want you to melt. I want to see your weakness. I want to come into, see Samson and Delilah, that kind of a thing. I want to melt you. The thing that is making you feel or behave or act that way. So I want you to come down to that level. The Bulgarian boys, they don't understand what I'm saying. You know, somebody comes out here, I don't this person that he wants to come out or like, that kind of a thing. You don't smile, you don't give an F to anybody and things like that. That's okay. Those are my targets.
I know the kind of guys you like. You like those kind of guys.
Those are my targets.
You know those kind
because
of guys.
I want to see you weak. I want to see you when you're weak. I want to see you beg mommy. You need to beg mommy. I want to bruise your ribs and your ego, bend your neck. I want you to beg mommy. I want to bring you down and reduce you.
So Samaria, let me say you're talking to this guy and you go to his house one day and you don't get sure of the guy and you open his wardrobe one day. You open his wardrobe one day and you see something that looks like a covered safe. And you push the frame there and it's a safe. But the safe is not locked. You open it and you see a full sniper rifle there.
That's okay.
You see some stack of cash.
Okay.
And 15 different international passports.
That's fine. We'll talk about it.
You really
when you come back, we'll wench. When we wench finish. Eh? I will tell you, say I see him. But I'm not going to just dive and say I don't see him, begin the poke news. I will tell you, say I know what you did, but that's okay with me. Don't worry, we'll get there.
Really? Oh, wow.
We'll get there. When I was kidnapped, I ended up befriending them. They looked at me. The last thing they told me between God and man was, Samaria, we wish we met you on a normal day that is not like this. I'm not that kind.
Wow. Wait, are you befriending them because you wanted to, like, that is the only way you could make them to...
No, you have nothing to do with that. See, yeah, I understand that people are different, people are built differently. I don't just rush to condemn or make people feel rejected or like condemn them like everyone else would condemn them. However you are, come. That's fine. It will be all right.
Yeah, I kind of get it. However you are, you come. But if I know you are finding people I don't think if I know that, if I don't know, that is different. But if I know that is what you do as a job.
Always say that about me based on kidnapping thing. It had nothing to do with that because I wasn't flirting with them or something like that. I was just saying that I befriended them because we became gossip mates, like we became gist mates. We started gisting back to back.
Afterwards or during
people went by person buried before me. Me and them, they gist. I'm telling you, like they were cleaning my nails and we were gisting.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not attracted to psychopaths.
You get it.
But what I'm saying is, I don't know, like those ones, for example, I wouldn't have said I was not as attracted to them. No, it had nothing to do with that. But
so Samara, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If you see any of those guys today, somewhere, are you gonna alert the police?
I can't even recognize them. I don't know what they look like.
Let's assume you recognize them. Let's assume after this thing happened, a month later, you walk into a supermarket and saw one of them. Are you gonna alert the police?
I don't think
so. This is now where you know I'm Samaria, because don't even know what I can do or what I did or what.
That's why I'm asking you. Because if you don't alert the police,
I just said of course yes.
Okay, so but if that means if you will allow the police, that means you did not like them. You used them to manipulate the situation.
You see, this is why I'm trying to tell you that, okay, you see, this case, these are two different scenarios, right? Because at the time I was there, upon my adoption, that's a different thing.
They adopted you.
Okay, if you would call it survival instinct,
They
or whatever,
adopted you.
or whatever, that's a different thing. Now we're talking about when it comes to dating somebody, that I don't like my men soft. I like them tough on me.
That's like
Because
me,
I know
baby.
I'm not soft.
Yeah.
I'm not soft. I'm not a soft person. By spoken, by words, by action, I'm never a soft person. So I don't like my men soft. But guess what? We'll play inside, and then when we come outside, we'll go back to what we are. So that's what turns me on as a woman. Not your face, not your fine face, not your muscles, none of those. I want that your ugly face, baby. I want you to look at me with that ugly face when we there for in that room. I want you to look at me with that face.
So you want...
You know, I used to
People
like
do.
Jerry. Growing up, I used to like this actor, Jerry. What's his name? Jerry something. The one with a star face, like.
Nene, you know the
Him and
actor.
Hanks, they were my best.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know the actor.
What's his name? You know, what's that guy's name? The one with an ugly looking face at the time, a star on his face. I used to call him like Starface. He was my favorite actor at the time growing up as a child. Just because of how ugly he looked. I don't know if that's Jerry Alimo or something like that. I liked him a lot. I used to love him a lot. Let me use that word.
I think I remember I know the person you're talking about.
Those faces like that, those are what I like.
So you like ugly
And
men?
it didn't start today.
Congratulations.
I don't like them.
Congratulations.
But I don't think marry one way ugly. Because I don't go punch out. We'll be like,
Why you? I don't understand. You choose to pick a struggle.
For the sake of my children, I will not marry one. No one is ugly, don't get me wrong. But I don't be marry people will be like some of the people we're gonna know from our country, Desha, from our leaders. I know fit. I beg. I know fit.
Yeah.
Daddy Freeze, I
Yeah.
want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
This boy
Somebody
will...
say rugged, not ugly. Maybe
This
rugged.
boy will be propose to your wife to get away one married. We don't green you down for the girl one married.
I think this guy, right? I don't know if you can see the picture.
Yeah.
They know the light skin now. That time you don't light skin like this.
And Daddy Freeze, what do you think about the boy?
Why does he have to kneel down for the woman? Are we white people?
So, a lot of people have been attacking that boy, saying
Why?
it was wrong. First and foremost, I don't have any problem with someone kneeling down to propose.
Neither do I. But why must it be a thing?
Marry. But what I have a problem is the girl insisting that he must kneel down. You get?
That's what they insist, say, man, neither.
And secondly, people like
Why I don't need them?
there are two different ways of asking a girl to marry you. You either beg for her hand in marriage or you propose to her. When you beg for her hand in marriage, you kneel down and beg for her hand in marriage. And you only beg for her hand in marriage if her family is the price in that marriage. You cannot be a poor girl with poor parents and expect a man.
No, John, you see, John, you don't define fight things. People will disagree with you.
No, but this thing when you talk not true now.
Why are you saying beg? Will be beg or asking?
Like if I want to marry a titular daughter now, I will beg for her.
John, it's not. I don't think it's
But your
about
mama
that.
they
I
sell
think it's
akara
about
for junction. You go expect me to call you down, beg you to marry me. When I know say transfer money when your papa go use come to wedding, that me go give them.
John, no.
Hey, just that's not
It's not about money. Just if a girl is good, if a girl is decent, and if a man is decent, everything is worth it. You will never go wrong.
just
It's not a thing of pride. It's not because you're the one feeding the family or taking care of them or vice versa.
This is not.
The fact that person is decent and deserve and is worth it, it is worth it. It's a sign of, but the thing, see the ones where they vest me, then go jump off finish, they don't finish. But with less than 3 years, the marriage still doesn't scatter. They don't do it again.
I know, but
So what is the essence of what
we need to differentiate between begging for a girl's hand in marriage and proposing to a girl. Proposal means suggestion. I'm giving you a proposal. Means I'm suggesting this.
Yeah.
To you.
Would you
Do
like
understand?
us to stay married, to get married?
I don't need to kneel down to make a suggestion to you. But if I'm begging for your hand in marriage, there are even two different ways of begging for your hand in marriage. If the family is so much of the
So why
time.
would you be begging for a hand in marriage? Are you not supposed to be asking for the person's hand in marriage instead of begging?
No. If you're marrying Otedola's daughter or Dangote's daughter or Babangida's daughter,
So you're begging them to marry you.
You beg for her hand in marriage.
The poverty will be your own for Allah, man.
It is not
Money will
poverty.
be your problem.
It is not poverty. It is
But you
the
know
fact that it is the fact that that family.
Because you find yourself on feet.
The family is the price.
See, let me tell you something. I was talking to my younger sister Yetunde today. Hold on. I was talking to my younger sister Yetunde today. And we're talking about, she said that, do I know that my immediate younger sister did not change her name when she got married? And I was like, I didn't know. I thought all my sisters changed their names. And she was like, she has a PhD in economics. Said because she did all her thesis and got her doctorate in her father's name.
That's understandable.
So all the work she has published, and my sister can go to 15 countries in 1 year. She's a lecturer in Akure. This year alone, she has gone to like 10 or 12 countries, including New York and Canada. I think she canceled the Canada one for my dad's birthday. Or she postponed. I don't know what it is. So she said that what my other sister was telling me was that because all her work was done in her name, that it will be a bit difficult for her to now change her name.
Yes.
It doesn't mean my father is Dangote. It means you yourself have achieved something. So my question now is, when you have not achieved anything and your father is a nobody, why are you stressing us?
Even wedding gown, you cannot afford to buy for yourself.
John, sorry, are you Igbo? Are you Igbo or Yoruba?
No, I'm Igbo.
John, this is your last name was Igbo.
Bongoli, this thing where you they talk. He say again, African women pre-colonial times never changed their names. Let me explain it to him. Bongoli, this thing where you talk now, nonsense. Let me tell you why. Africans did not have surnames. What they had, and I can give you clarity from the, because I did part of my project in university was how hip hop culture. Me, I go school past you. My project was how hip hop music affects Yoruba youths. So part of what I had to prove was how colonialism and neocolonialism affected the Yoruba mindset. And one of the things I studied was this surname thing. Nobody had surname. Surname itself is, so if you tell me that no women did not used to take their husband's name. No, women never used to take their husband's name because they had name. What they did was they used to move out of their house and move into their husband's house. So they became known as Samaria. Let me give you an example, John. Hold on. If my house is Ferrari house, Samaria house na Lamborghini house. The day Samaria marry me, she is now Samaria of Ferrari house. She's no longer Samaria of Lamborghini house. She is no longer from her father's compound. Unless she is a non-virgin. If she's now a non-virgin, we have to send matches back to her father's house. Say, we not meet her for house, so bring us back our bride price. So the concept of surname. Now let me tell you, my father went to school. My father was among the first set of people that went to university. So when my father went to school, they asked him, what is your name? He said, Ademola. What is your other name? Ganiu. Abdul Ganiu Ademola. Okay. The next question they asked him was, what is your father's name? So my grandfather's name was Olarinde. They didn't have family name. They didn't have compound name. They didn't have son name. So everybody started answering their father's name. Now, when my grandmother goes to the hospital. They ask her, what is your name? She'll say her name is Nimota. Then they will ask her, what is your, because you are no longer under your father, you are now under your husband. So they ask you, what is your husband's name? So the child will answer the husband's first, the father's first name, and the wife too, a surname, will answer the husband's first name. That is how it was introduced. Now, in my family compound, we have the Abidoyes, we have the Alimo Shaws, I think the Omoto Shaws, and the Olarindes, all from the same compound. Because the ones we go school, now them get surname. They can inherit the surname, carry on come house. So everybody can answer different surname. That is when my father was in Romania studying medicine, that is when the whole family now came together and said, let us all answer one surname. Because surname was a new innovation. It is not African to have surname. So at that point, all the women in the house started answering that name. All the children in the house, everybody changed their name. Person where they're born as Omotosho changed the name to Oyebanji. Person where they're born as Olarin, they changed the name to Oyebanji. My father, however, was in medical school in Europe. And he felt that, if he comes with his certificate from Europe with another name, and they say he's answering another name, and that time there was no internet that they could Google, what if they say his certificate is fake? So he stuck with his surname. So my surname is my grandfather's first name. This is to school you, Bongoli. You are not right. You are trying to say women don't change their surnames. It's a lie. Women from the onset started answering the name of their father's compound. Their husband's compound after they moved from their fathers. Continue.
If you go to Igbo land, then pre-colonial era, we had Mwafo, Mure. They name you based on the day you were born. That is to tell you that we never had any second name. Everybody, both the male and the female, are named based on the day they were born. So now when the woman get married, then what they do is Mwafo. Wanyibe. Wanyibe means a woman of the home of your husband.
Thank you.
A woman of the home of your husband. So when people come out and the lights of Chimamanda,
put this thing and turn this thing.
Talk all this bloody rubbish. How many women are meeting that Chimamanda sat down with that she tell us?
You remind Chimamanda. Now pastor should follow now.
Does she know her family tree?
Bongoli wants to come. He's not to come up. Should I go?
But what if
My problem is Bongoli does not want to come and face John. So calm down, Nene.
He wants to come. He said you should bring him. Let me go so you can
Okay, but I'm not Bongoli. I'm not removing John. No, you have to tolerate John, and John has to tolerate Bongoli.
Let me go. So he said you should bring him so he can explain.
All right, Nene, go on. You see, let me tell you, in Yoruba land, you are either named from your house. Let me tell you,
Samaria is asking me a question. I've not had your question, Samaria. But the fish is speaking.
If asking me a question, sorry.
See, in Yoruba land, just like in Igbo land, there's what you call Oruko Amutorunwa, name that you are answering from heaven. For instance, if you are twins, you don't already get Taye Kehinde. From inside Bele, they don't know, say, na Taye. Who is Taye? The first one will come out, na Taye. The second one will come out, na him be Kehinde. And Kehinde, they always senior Taye. Now Yoruba mythology. Other mythologies believe that one that came out first is 15 minutes older than the other one. Yoruba, the second one is older. After Taye Kehinde, there is Idowu. Just if I born one set of twins, I don't get the name for the rest 10 children where I go born. Based on those twins. Those twins are Taye Kehinde. After Taye Kehinde, the one we follow them now Idowu. After Idowu, now Alaba. Oh, there you go here, Ido go on. Now, if they born you breech, that is your legs came first, you get name, Ige. If they born you on Sunday, you get name, Bosse. So when you see person, they answer Bosse, it means say they born them on Sunday. If they give birth to you on Christmas or New Year or Ileya, is Biodun, they born you inside festival.
Okay.
Do you understand? So now so that they take name, everybody will answer name. It is very the naming system then was when you hear say somebody na taye, you know say na twin. When you know say when person say wetin be your name, say my name na Alaba, you know say na person we follow twins. So the naming system in Africa is not like Oyinbo we go wake up call the Jay-Z call him firstborn Blue Ivy, the second one call him whatever. They just name anything where they like. Elon Musk go use arithmetic take name picking. No, for Yoruba land, if they just see you say, hey, waiting be your name, you say your name na Bosse, your name na Ige, your name na Biodun.
Most people do that still, based on whatever they may have done.
There's the traditional significance of the name.
There's the traditional significance.
But people do it
Now you are Ige from your compound. Because the first thing they will ask you is, what house are you from? That's why if you watch Game of Thrones, well, mention the houses. Stark. So you see, there was Ira Stark from the house of Stark. So Naso all Ojo. Do you understand? Naso all somebody say drink water. Naso they give them name. Iyabo na say they born you after grandma pie. So you are a reincarnation of grandma. Babatunde, Babajide, na say grandpa pie or papa pie. They can't rebirth you. So every name gets significance. Ye one day, ye tunde, Iyabo na the same thing. Yesterday. Do you understand? So when you now come from a compound, nobody had surnames. You had your name and the house where you came from. That is traditional Yoruba. Bongoli. Bongoli don't say it be Lagos. So Lagos not be Yoruba. Oh. Me, I'm from Osun State. Call Yoruba. Lagos. Na part Portuguese, part indigenous. You cannot compare Lagos. That's why you don't have a Lagos king that is a first-class king. The first-class kings are Ife, Alaafin, Oni Alaafin, what's the name of the Oba of Oshogbo? Even Olubadan self. There is no Lagos king that is considered a first-class king.
Who, me?
This telling me don't enter my eye.
John a fine guy now, he can't get muscle. Bongoli, yeah, come now. You say you won't come. I don't send you request, you no agree.
So somebody said you wanted to ask you something.
I was saying something. Look, I don't have a problem with inheriting anyone's name. But the question is this: that if it's Onwumere means do me something in Igbo. Okay? So if your last name were to be Onwumere, and then you would want me to come and inherit your Onwumere name, what for? And when Onwumere, what is
now you see Samaria in every life, in every situation in life, he gets name. He gets, like I told you my sister's story. My sister had her PhD and did so much research work in her father's name. Why does she have to change it to her son's name? It makes sense. Sometimes the name you are going to imagine, you are answering Samaria Ford. Then you can't go marry Wale Gbogboade. Then you now turn to Samaria Gbogboade. And now at work, people are calling you Samaria Boboade. Normally, if you go France, say Samaria Ford, or Uchenna Ford, or Femi Ford. You understand? Then you can't go answer those strong names. Sometimes, I know person will be Bemi, that they call her Jabemi for America. Jabemi. Why do you think that Oyinbo people will born children abroad, they always give them names like Oba Jimmy, where they go shorten to Jimmy? Timileyin, where they go shorten to Timmy. You understand what I'm telling you? John, because you know that you are dealing with a global audience. It is easier to say Jimmy than Olu Jimmy. There are some names that are easy, like Uche. Some names like Kemi. Kemi bad enough is probably Oluwa Kemi Lola or something.
Somebody, because people, just because things happen to them, you know, survivors.
Someone says Samaria
surviving
Nemesis.
son of the family, they will now come and name the only surviving son, Onwumere, which is like, you know, just saying something like, is maybe, you know, some people that will just name their children because they were the only surviving son, or maybe they were the ones that, you know, that kind of a thing. And then the family starts bearing such names. So, and somebody will come and marry you tomorrow, and you want the person to switch their last name.
Let me answer you this.
I mean, I'm not part of what happened in your family.
Let me
Happy birthday, Carrie Kate. How are you doing, my darling?
Let me answer this question from the Igbo traditional standpoint.
Mm.
The fact that you married into that family means that you're inheriting the burden and the spiritual burdens of that family.
Who told you?
Let me land. Let me land. Sorry. For example, I am an Ofebu. My surname means Ofebunam. Ofebunam means Ofo. The stack of the king of an Igbo land is Ofo. And that Ofo can also, in another context, mean jazz. Will not kill me. Once you are married into that family, automatically the ancestral ties we have with our forefathers of that Ofo will cover you. Because you're married into the family. If you don't understand, if you don't agree with spiritualities of life, then you will not understand these things. So,
no, I don't.
So, if you are married into my family and you don't want to be called an Ofebuna, maybe because you feel that you are a Christian. And
you see, Ofebunam is understandable because you see this Ofebunam, I know, of course, I have people that bear this Ofebunam, you know, which is good. Because here you are literally saying something should not buy you. But you see those ones that will name things, that will have last names that are, you know, similar to, or that means a certain thing, tragedy or something like that. I don't understand why.
That
because
tragedy,
I'm not going to be part of it.
That tragedy, they're not celebrating it, they're only remembering it. They only remember.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why should I? Tell me why I will have to be a Omo.
The fact that you married into that family, and you decided to be part and parcel of that family, you married into their pains, their sorrows.
No, you see, such families. No. I'm not marrying your family. I am marrying whoever I'm marrying, not your family.
In Igbo land,
so
you don't marry.
Like that, I may decide to say no.
Are you not an Igbo woman?
Last name.
In Igbo land, in Igbo land, you don't marry a man.
Yeah.
You marry a family.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, we marry family. That's why.
Okay. That is why the day they'll pay your bride price, the person that will collect that bride price is not even your father. He's the oldest person amongst you sitting there. And when he collects he will put vibration to the ancestors, those that came to clear the genealogical journey for them to come to this earth, and tell them we have collected it too. And that is why you must return that bride price back to that same woman to tell the ancestors that they have returned it back. If not, anything where you see, you take. Oh, man,
wait. Listen, I don't care.
Now, John, this lady, Folaiton is here. Folaiton disagrees with us, so I want her to give us her submission. Samaria, Folaiton is here, and Fola wants to give us. Bongoli is not ready to come with John. I don't understand that. Bongoli, he doesn't want to come. He wants me to remove John and bring him, and I'll not do such a thing.
I told him.
John kissed Bongoli one day.
I told him on.
We need to settle this fight.
I told him on.
No,
so
he
doesn't want to be uncomfortable when I told him. You know, whenever he sees me, his body will be him.
His body will be taking.
Oh yeah, Fola, I thought you said you disagree with us. I want to hear your submission.
That is true. You see, the one thing about the surname thing. Yes, I remember. Pre-colonial time, we didn't have these surnames were given to us. You know. Yes, I agree with you that pre-colonial times that surnames were given to us, but women didn't always answer.
That's a lie. Women, there was no surname, so there's nothing women can answer.
There were no surname to answer.
We have different clans and different tribes. You know, and Bogoli was saying something. He said, look, that people,
See, You need to understand that Bongoli is a Lagosian. Lagos is not Yoruba land. Proper.
Daddy Freeze.
Lagos
Do you know
is
that
a.
I'm from? Do you know that I'm from West and East Africa?
Where are you Yoruba?
Let's not go there.
No, because you see, you cannot. If you said, hold on, you said that. Hold on. You said that women did not change their names pre-colonial. I want to ask you which tribe.
Because it was a form of identification.
And I'm asking you. You see, you cannot say women.
See, Daddy Freeze, you know that. Let me tell you something. If I want to get you,
yes.
If I want to get you,
yes.
If I know your mother's name,
yes,
and her father's name, I can get you. You know that?
Yes, that's Juju. Yes. Yeah, that's Juju. I understand. But I want you to understand something. Hold on. I want you to understand. You see, I studied the historical background of this.
Please, let me answer. Spiritually, yes. If you know my father's name and my mother's name, you will get me. But the only thing you need to know about my father. Wait, the only thing you need to know about.
Sorry. Lagos is Yoruba land, though, because they are saying I'm saying no. You need to understand this. Lagos is a medley. Hold on, guys. Lagos Yoruba is different from proper Yoruba. Lagos Yoruba is like a dialect, a funkified dialect.
So,
there is nowhere in Yoruba land. Listen, let me give you an example of Lagos. The name Lagos is not a Yoruba name.
It's Portuguese now.
Do you understand?
How they say they don't know?
In Yoruba land, you don't have anywhere that is not Yoruba, like Ondo, like Ekiti, like Akure, like Oyo. So when we are talking about tradition,
that's why even the Lagosians, their surnames are not Yoruba.
People where they are, listen, let me give you an example. How do you know a Lagosian? Once you don't hear Coca, once you don't hear Lucas, once you don't hear McCartney, once you don't hear Bank Anthony. You understand? So you need to understand that Lagos is like a medley. Yes, it is still situated in the middle of Yoruba land. And yes, Lagos is Yoruba land. But Lagos is not a custodian of Yoruba culture. If you're looking for proper Yoruba culture, you have to go to either Ife or the old Oyo Empire. That is where you will get proper culture.
The knowledge there. The fact the person is not from Lagos, does it mean... Sorry, the fact the person is from Lagos and Lagos is not considered Yoruba proper.
No, Lagos is considered Yoruba proper, but Lagos is not a historical custodian of Yoruba land. Some people even argue and tell you that the original descendants of Lagos are from Edo or Benin.
Edo, yes.
Do you understand? There are so many of these arguments. I don't want to get into this. But you see, Lagos,
Benin Empire controls it.
A Lagosian cannot give you an answer on a core Yoruba matter. It has to come from the Ashaledaya, how do they call it? The Oba of Ife, the Oni, the first class in Yoruba land. Let me Google all the first class kings. I know Oni is among them. I know Alafin. That's why when Alafin, there was a squabble the other time, and one of them said they had to apologize. There is always a hierarchy. First class Yoruba kings. Oni of Ife, Alafin of Oyo, Awujale of Ijebu land, Alake of Egba land.
Yeah.
Those are the custodians of Yoruba culture. There is no Lagos king that is a first-class king in the hierarchy. So if you come from Lagos, you can't say you have an idea of Yoruba culture unless you studied Yoruba or you studied Yoruba history.
They may have read it somewhere, heard about it, listened to people.
See, we lived it. It's like me telling you what India. You see, what people eat in America and call Chinese food is not Chinese food. If you want to eat proper Chinese food, now sugar that they use cook all, go China. Now until you go China, you know go know waiting be Chinese food. You understand? If you go to if you go to proper Igbo culture, they will not cook with Maggi for you. They will use a finring, they will use crayfish, they will use that. They don't see. My grandmother, my grandmother had a friend. She cannot eat pepper that they ground with machine. You have to grind it with stone. or she no go chop am.
No, juju.
No, because
You
if
never
you
dey
taste,
hungry.
if they don't fry pepper with you, the pepper with they grind with stone for you, you no go chop that one with they grind with machine
Really?
again. I'm telling you,
Really?
ask anybody.
I know about bitter leaf, the one you squeeze, like the one I squeezed with my hands the other day. The taste is different.
You-
But pepper, Kenny.
Pepper, if you don't grind it with stone and hand, you get the way that
tomato where they use, even tomato where they use stone ground, they different.
it did different.
Yeah. It's
And once
different.
you sabi that taste, you no go want that other one because that one tastes artificial. All this Maggi,
Tomatoes.
say that they
I don't
use
buy
Maggi
frozen
like this
tomatoes.
jollof rice where they cook, where they use Maggi cook. A proper traditional African chef or cook will not use Maggi. Any form, whether it's Ajinomoto,
My grandmother never did.
never.
Yep.
They will so you need to understand that that's the same thing with the culture. If you want to, if you have a Yoruba question, you have to go and ask the Alaafin, the Alake, the Awujale. Do you understand? The Oni. Those are the people that will tell you
Which means there's a problem.
there's no problem. There's no problem.
There's a problem because you see, if you are saying that we should go and ask the Alaafin and
Yes.
all those people, there's a problem because we are not taught in schools. All these things, me my own father explained so many things to me. Because I had, my father was 40 something when he had me, so he was a grown person and a knowledgeable person, so most of these things he told me, and I have my maternal grandma who explained so many things to me. It's not because the woman wants to feel big, it's because of her identity, so that they know who she is and the core where she comes from, so that her identity is not wiped out.
So, madam,
Wait, John, have you noticed that?
you still don't understand what I'm saying.
You don't understand. You see, let me tell you something. You see, the Ife people, sorry, John, one second. The Ife people will tell you that Yoruba originated in Ile-Ife. The Oyo people will tell you that Yoruba originated in Oyo Empire. Any other empire apart from those two can never give you Yoruba culture.
Okay, so they should, the thing is that if for us to know
Madam.
the real core
Mhm.
about culture, they should start teaching them in schools.
Madam.
Yes, now. But me, I know it.
Madam, let me
Because
tell you
you see,
regarding this issue of if women answer their husband's name pre-colonial era, the answer is very direct. In every culture of Africa, I'm not talking about just Yoruba or Igbo. Every culture of Africa only bear one name until the colonial masters came and changed it. What I'm telling you in essence is, if your name is Funke and my name is Uche, I am called Uche. If someone wants to now identify me properly, will call me Uche of Igbo land. They'll call me Uche and they'll call my father's name.
Yeah. So
there was nothing like John or Fuyebu or Ifedayo something. Do you understand? So when the colonial masters came, they now adopted family name, which they called surname.
Yes.
And because they adopted family name, which they called surname, the women automatically...
no woman answered her father's name when the surname was introduced. They all answered their husband's name.
They were automatically answered the names of the families they were married into. Let's stop. I get family tree. I read family tree. My great grandfather's name is Ofebu. The only thing you know about him is Ofebu. There is no other prefix attached to his name. It was after you start watering it down and get to the time when the colonial masters came, you now started seeing Umokafo, Ofebu, Wafo, Ife the number.
You're right. When we find my family tree as well, the same
so
thing.
If you go and trace your family tree, you will see all these things. I cannot sit down with people who don't sit in Omona meeting and argue Igbo culture.
John, I'm not going to.
My father does not know culture where I know.
I'm not going to argue the Igbo.
Yeah.
You know,
She still knows what she knows.
No, I'm not saying you shouldn't know what you know. I'm just telling you what it is.
you know, the thing is that I will not argue your culture with you because I don't know anything about your culture, and I'm not from there. You know, if I'm from there, probably I'll ask, and they'll teach me about the culture. I don't know. No, but from where I'm from, and
So are you saying pre-colonial pre-colonial era? There is there is a Jumoke Afolabi pre-colonial era.
There's no Jumoke.
So there's only a Jumoke.
There's a Jumoke or a daughter of Afolabi.
Yes, we are saying the same thing. But when Jumoke is not married to Ifedayo, she becomes Jumoke, wife of Ifedayo.
Yes, and daughter of
No.
But they'll identify her as wife of Ifedayo. Because she is in the home of Ifedayo. If you want to look for her, you go to Ifedayo.
Hold on, Samaria. Somebody wants to come and explain from Yoruba land. I'll bring you back, please. Don't be angry. The guy has been disturbing me. He wants to come.
It's fine. When I don't carry me, they go me, I don't know.
No, but are they gbadun you? It's just that I can't have more than 4 people. And this is a very important conversation. Pop my money gun, guys. All of you, just leave everything you are doing and go and pop my money gun.
So two of you are missing each other's face.
Let me go. So someone else can come in.
Samaria, I'll bring you back. Oh, don't go far.
That if you let me go now, so that the two ladies.
No. I need you here.
Let me go now.
No, you are the person that is saying the opposite. So we need you here the most. You understand? You are the one disagreeing. You are the one disagreeing.
Okay, so who is the person coming?
What's his name? Wale.
What? John.
Boss.
Took me from my account.
Eh? No, now you block me. Now you block me.
I don't go.
Now you block me.
Yes.
I don't tell you this thing before.
I go scream much and send to there for you.
Yeah, I go scream much and block list sent to you too.
What did happen? Once you don't enter DM show, I know they see show again.
Honestly, now you block me. No, you don't have to say anything when you enter, go use my other account.
Okay, John. Can I take you down and bring Bongoli for 5 minutes?
Yes.
No, Bongoli is not going to come. Listen, we'll bring John back. I just want Bongoli to come and talk for 5 minutes. You understand? For like, don't run. Now you start this conversation, so no run. Today we'll give you the education, and even the Bongoli self will still educate them.
But let me just go.
No, you can't. See, if you go, is useless. For like, if you go, is useless. Because Bongoli will not come. He wants John to go down. I don't know what's in their drag. So I can't bring them together, so I have to bring them separately. But because John was with me before, because Bongoli is not going to agree. You understand?
Let me
Hold on. So if John goes down for 5 minutes, Bongoli will talk. Then I will now bring John back to come and counter or agree with what he says.
Okay. John, sure you go agree?
John, I beg, no come up for it, no turn the dial. I want your narrative.
We want you back, oh.
I want to try and put them. And somebody they talk about Yoruba. I'm from Lagos, and I will explain a lot to you. This one to me, say, as you sit down with elders. Now I think sit down with elders. Now, DF, pre-colonial era as per name. Names were people bear names by their compound.
Yeah.
For instance, Ile Oniyere, Ile Oluwa, Shasi. But that's how everybody bears names. Now, for purpose of identification during colonial era, people have to be given their first name with that same. Some people still stick by the compound name and say, let's say, for instance, Wale Oniyere. Now,
that's where you hear Alakija.
It trickled down to the next generation where people now start mentioning their biological father's name instead of Oniyere or so name. That's how we the founders now post-colonial. Now, when it comes to women pre-colonial era, there was nothing like surname at that time. Wamagbo, Mulika, Omole Oluwa. You will be hearing Shola, Omole, Jagumoye. Ile, remembering Ile is compound.
Yeah.
That's how people were named. Time. Once they get married, they automatically move from Ile or whoever bettered them to Ile of the new husband, and they become a part of that new household. That's how it was before they started identification, which is during colonial and post-colonial era. Now, DF, you are correct on that. Now we're talking about name change. Let's look at the Western values for the purpose of this discussion. Now, people that are of importance, highly important in the society, that have achieved a landmark, height with their maiden names, they are allowed to keep their names because that name has done a lot for them. There is no compulsion in it. Now, people whom do not really have much to do is a show of unity and solidarity to at least bear the same name. It has happened to me before. At the point in time when me and my wife just got married, she still bears her father's name, and we're traveling. At the end of the day, the document she had, that's her ID, still carries her last name. I bought the ticket, and they assigned me and the children with the tickets for the same seat and kept her like a different distance. When we got to the airport, I said, I can't cope with these children on that kind of long journey. I had to tell them to reassign. You see how we can talk about changing of name can bring solidarity and oneness.
Yeah.
Now, in Islam, it forbade us to change people's name, not to destroy their heritage and the clan they belong to. Exactly. If you adopt a child, let that child keep his or her name, so that someday, one day, even if you found a child lost and found, so that someday, one day, somebody will come across them and ask them, who are you? The person will answer, my name is so-so. Somebody might know their descendants or their progenitors. Like that, they can, bring it back home. Also, talking about Yorubaness and Lagos. DF is not the people you are talking to, Colin James, Cole, Forsyth. Those people belong to Brazilian quarters. They were people that were returned or people that were working with the slavers at a time. Do you understand? Now, the real owners, the land owner of Lagos are the Aworis.
Are you an Awori?
Aworis. Wait, Baba. And the Aworis, if you look at it from mainland, all
Badagry.
the way towards Badagry, towards the now so Yanopaja, Isheri, all those parts. Now, also, people existed, Leyigbeti, which is after the water. And those people are referred to as the Dejos. Now, the common language spoken around that area is called Egbere. And when you hear people talking and saying Mide, that's Egbere, that's Yoruba of Lagos. Just like you would have the Jebus, they speak Yoruba, but it has some little colorful, like, it's not all the way smooth. But if you have ears, you will know they're actually talking Yoruba. Now, they cannot say that Yorubas in Lagos do not have culture. Remember that Aromire migrated from Ile-Ife to Lagos, and today Aromire is in Lagosian. Remember that. Olafins migrated. What was this man? The family name is still very popular. I will remember it as I continue. They moved from Benin because remember Lagos was one big hub for commercial activity. The time of colonial era. The likes of Tinubu, they migrated from Eba. You understand what I'm saying? So if you look at it, all this fusion of cultures, they were Yorubas coming from one place or the other to settle at a point in time. And you see, we had a discussion the other time. Somebody said at a point in time people migrated. Yes, that's not in doubt. People did migrated.
Yeah.
But how long back do we want to look at it? Even in today's international law, the usage of a place or a land by a certain group of people for more than 50 years of occupancy can be ceded to them as the owners of that land, provided nobody brings any superior claim to it. 50 years.
You said how many years of occupancy?
It says 50 years.
So why are you not sending Israel to?
Mo no enter that side. That side they very hot. They look at people account.
So DF, now let's talk about Yorubaness of and Yorubaness of other places you compared. The places you compared, they were the ones we call, origin of Yoruba land, by Yoruba mythology. Talked about what do you call it? The first Oba in Ile-Ife, Oduduwa. The Yoruba mythology said Oduduwa, that he came through, chained down. Then Oduduwa had one child of Okombi. Okombi had 7 children. One out of the 7 children of Okombi, Ajaka went to Oyo. Now they are grandchildren of Oduduwa. In between, you have the one that went to Benin. You have the one that went to Wari. You have the one that is in what do you call it? This one in around the Timi Agbale, Ede. There was no Osho in it. There was no Alake in it. Now we are talking about the Yorubaness of all these people. They are either coming from the root, which is son of son, household of cousin, because Oduduwa didn't exist as Oduduwa alone. Oduduwa had multiple wives. He only had one child. That one child had 7. Those 7 had cousins. Now, everybody picked it as a root. We are even linked to some part of Benin are linked to Oduduwa, which is this current of Benin, as it were. Baba,
you don't finally
the
reach.
whole essence of Lagos being watered down is because it's just a commercial hub of the western region. Even after we started, what do you call it, that era,
whether you did
after the
go slow since
amalgamation,
you just the enter now.
it's not a thought. And Femi, listen, Lagos like Ijebu.
Sorry?
Lagos had its language. They still have it. You just don't hear it because a ton of the time, people do not exist.
Hold on. Let me step away from the life.
Like, what do you think they are? They are people's village now. If you see a call Lagosian, we don't call it phase 1, phase something. They have names. There are people here online that can can corroborate if I'm lying. They will tell you as well. So we don't want to rule this fact out and start looking at it like, oh, it's because they call it Aboyade Cole now. They named it after some people during all these people, government. But they do have name. Surely, from the one you call like phase 1 now, where Mobile is located, back in the day is referred to Morocco. Not even far back like that. Anything from there, begin to look at Ologoyo. There are many villages all the way to Epealaro. Are you with me? Even all these places you are looking after the bridge of Third Mainland, they used to be our ancestors' farmlands. So maybe sometime because of the way it looks fancy in today's era, then people say, oh no, it has to be nobody used to live there before. There were people. I told you we have the Aworis, we have the Dejos, and predominantly, even there is a way to hail certain household. They will say, Awori lo nile, Abayin lo lereko. I bet if you are not from Lagos, you don't even know where Ereko is.
What are you watching?
And it's in that your Lagos that everybody is just looking at it, say, CMS near. You understand what I'm saying? So please, learn the history, understand it, and like that you can always talk to people about it, and you will pass things down the way they are.
Yeah, Wale,
Now, John, can I please quickly bring Bongoli?
Have the problem, and this is the problem I'm trying to tell Daddy Freeze, that we most of the time all this history that we know and the history most of the time are told to us by our parents, or
you want to see me?
Started discovering them as an adult. We were not taught all this core history in school.
What's wrong?
Because most of us don't have a clue.
Yes. From where?
It was a thing.
I agree with you. But let me say this.
Maybe they give you a nose ring.
You see one thing John did?
I did it. Mommy had on her
Look, my father said that
bring it. I'll come to your room now to look at it properly. I need to wear my glasses.
I was too
I'll come and look at it in your room.
Older generation, where they are playing Ayo. Ayo, you know Ayo.
I'll come.
That's the game. I'll go and sit with them.
Now, Wale,
Is Bongoli not coming again?
he's coming, but you have to go, John, because he doesn't want to. But I'll bring you back in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
No, wala.
Now, what I want for John, whether the Aworis or not, There is no first-class king in Lagos or from Lagos. You can't argue that.
No, DF, wait.
Wale, you can't argue that.
No, we're not arguing it, but I will tell you.
So, if you want to know about Yoruba history, can we go to where the first-class kings are from?
Baba, the rating is not the excellence or the Yorubaness of those things.
No, you cannot say.
No,
You see,
no,
original Yoruba is Ife, Oyo, Abeokuta. Add the list here.
Most people.
Most people what? There's nothing like most people. You can't. You see, you can't.
see,
Okay, where did Yoruba come from? You know what? After Bongoli, I will bring Femi. You understand? Because this thing, Ondo self, thank you.
Let me answer this. DF, they bastardized and mesmerized our.
You see, let me explain something to you, Wale.
Ruling.
Wale, you are a Lagos boy. I want to explain to you that when it comes to matters of Yoruba land, Lagos is not a place of reckon when it comes to matters of Yoruba land and tradition.
Really?
You can't bring Lagos in. It is impossible.
Because they finished.
No. Where? Okay. Who is your ancestor? Your first ancestor in Yoruba land?
Oduduwa is Yoruba.
Where is Oduduwa from? Wait. Where is Oduduwa from?
Oduduwa, Yoruba mythology says Ile-Ife.
Good. So let's go to Ile-Ife.
Okay, DF. What is in contention here?
See, in contention, she is arguing. Folaiton is arguing that because ancestry is different, it's not different. We are all, as long as you are Yoruba, you are from one place, and it is Ile-Ife. That's why they call it Ile-Ife. Initially, they used to call it Ile-Ife. It became Ile-Ife. Ọmọdé gbọ́n àgbà gbọ́n la fi dá Ile-Ife. Ile-Ife. You understand what I'm telling you? So, I'm not saying the Lagosians are not proper Yorubas, but Yoruba did not originate from Lagos. So you can't have a Yoruba question and be trying to solve it in Lagos. You can't have a Yoruba question and be trying to solve it in Kwara. Even though the people...
No, it couldn't have originated from Lagos.
Good. So if you are looking for a solution to a Yoruba paradox or a Yoruba question, you have to go to Ile-Ife. That's where you will get the answer from. So you are saying, and I respect that, their worries, they are Yorubas and they are core Yorubas. But you see, the original Yoruba itself came from somewhere. Just like Igbos too can trace their source. Just like Hausas too and Fulanis and Kogipi, all of them have one place they came from. So when there is any doubt in any question, na Ile-Ife they go. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Good. But you see, what Folaiton is trying to say is, to bring her argument in, she's trying to say that, well, the people in Lagos too have their own traditions. What I was trying to tell her is, Lagos is a cocktail. Lagos is Yoruba land, but it is a cocktail. There is Edo in Lagos that will tell you they are from Lagos. Even in this last election, we don't see even Igbo where they talk say they're from Lagos. There is no Igbo man from Ife. It doesn't exist. Just like there's no Yoruba man from Enugu.
Wait. You see, just like you have in Calabar, Lagos being a coastal city and Calabar being the same, those colonial era thing, it injected some element into our core Yoruba tradition, and that made it a little mixed. But I'm telling you that anytime, every day, when there is talk about who are the real Lagosians, they will come out and tell you, even it is a nothing kiawenyo.
God bless you.
Is after Enyibeti. Now, there's one thing. When you look at all the ones that are claiming now, they do have right of claim, because naturally, if we didn't start this old, I don't want to use the foul word, we shouldn't, a Nigerian wouldn't have to be identified as either from Lagos or from Kaduna. But okay, they've done it. Now, when we're now looking at the regularization of obas or traditional rulers, the minute Babangida did it, when he wanted to mess Sultan of Sokoto up, was when they reduced them under the government, and now they started to lose their, that power. That's where it started from. The minute
Oh yeah,
you
wait
brought
a
them
second.
under
Bongoli. I'm running out of time. And I have to bring John back out of respect because I took him down to bring you up, which is not fair.
Well,
But I want to hear your scholarly perspective.
Okay, so thank you very much, everyone, and thank you very much, Daddy Freeze, for adding me to the program. So firstly, Daddy Freeze, I want to cast our mind back to the conversation that started all of this. When you talked about the Otedela incident, I was the first person that put it on the chat and said, in pre-colonial Africa, African women didn't change their names, their last names.
Their identity.
They never had no last name.
Wait. No. The husband's name. The husband's name. The point of correction. I said the husband's name. Afola Itonko, I remember, she said, yes, Bongoli, you are right. And when you look at the history from the Hereros,
Two people who don't know history, they correct themselves. Back and forth.
The Hereros, the Bushmen, the Otentos from Southern Africa, East Africa, you talk about the Maasai, the Amara, the Tigrayans. Northern Africa, you talk about the Bebas. You talk about the Tuaregs. Then you talk about Western Africa, where we have the Ga people from Ghana. We have the Yorubas. We have the Fulanis, and we have the Hausas. That never happened. I remember I said it. I said it is by their clan. Then they use the name of a child. If you birth a child, they can use the name of a child to qualify the woman. Then you can use the deity that they worship. And there's a tribe in Ghana that don't even have surname. They don't even have at all, or last name. So that was what I was saying. So that if you were regurgitating what I was saying, but remember in that conversation, you talked about Akwa Ibom people, that the women bear their husband's name. And that's when I said, no, pre-colonial Africa. That was the conversation, but that's on the side. Now, talking about the Yoruba people and everything, I want us to understand something very well. That with the Yoruba people, we're actually not Yoruba people. We are Lukumi people that speak the Edekeri language.
In Lagos.
No, the whole. Remember, Eko was and is a commercial hub. Has always been a commercial hub. It has always been a land of wealth. That is even before 1492, when we started having transatlantic. That was where the Portuguese came, and Portuguese were one of the first explorers globally. And that is where they come to the coast of Lagos to come and trade. So Lagos has always been owned by the Edekeri people, the Lukumi speaking Edekeri people. Now, we're talking about Ile-Ife and everything. Ile-Ife is where all the Yorubas came from. Now, we have our history from Oduduwa. Baba Oduduwa that came from...
Sorry, Bongoli, mo fẹ́ bi any question kan. Bongoli. No, before you ask him, I want to ask you a question. If you have a paradox, if you have a dilemma with regards to something relating to Yoruba land, where do you seek answers from?
No, you go to Ile-Ife.
Thank you very much. Now, I want to ask you a question. According to history, because I agree with everything you are saying, but I don't want us to build the big picture without forming the little picture. Because there is a certain thing that brought us here. This is beautiful for Laiton and you. For Laiton said African women did not answer their husband's name. And I beg to differ. In Yoruba land, call Yoruba land, you are given away by your family in exchange for a dowry, and you now become a member of a new family. And let me tell you how deep it is. Bongoli and Wale, you can put a hole in my thesis. Baby Free, if I marry for life not today, for life is about my age. If I marry for life not today, Baby Free is a senior to her. Because you enter a marriage through two means: marriage and birth. A child that they gave birth today and you that they marry tomorrow, that child is senior to you according to Yoruba culture and tradition.
Yes.
So why should a child be senior to Folaiton unless Folaiton has now joined her family? Yoruba women are either owned by their fathers. I don't want to use the word own because it's a bit patriarchal. They are either under the submission of their fathers or under the submission of their husbands. It has always been like that. Core Yoruba. Do you disagree, Bongoli, or do you agree?
No, I don't disagree with what you have said at all. I don't think I ever
Fantastic.
disagreed with that
So, I'm now also agreeing with what you said, that there are tribes in Africa that are matriarchal. Like many places in Ghana, a child actually answers his mother's surname.
Yes.
So, but you see, because I am Yoruba, you can't say that Africans don't change their names.
No, that's not what. No,
That's what Folaiton is saying. You are saying something different. So I just want to draw parallels here and have everything properly recorded.
The thing is, there was a context. Remember, the whole issue started with Odedola's daughter not bearing name, and that's when I now came up. That's when I now brought this up in the conversation a few weeks ago. So now I am not disagreeing with you, but I want to go back to something. I know my Oga here is going to want to ask. He said he wanted to ask me a question. So now, let us go back. Now I'm talking about pre-colonial, our pre-colonial region. That's in the Yoruba land.
Yeah.
The Onirisha is not a king. It's a sacred area, and that is why when all of the wars were going on in Yoruba land, nobody ever went there. The people of Lagos, the original people of Lagos, Mr. Wale has already explained it very well. I don't need to start regurgitating what he has said. Now, when you now talk about the history of the people that are bearing Coca, Fernandez, Silva, and all of these different people, when the SLAV thing happened and they took a lot of people away, then they brought them to Freetown, Sierra Leone, Freetown. So because they didn't have anywhere, like where are your roots gone, then they just brought them to Lagos and the coast of Lagos. Now, when we talk about Lagos in itself and how we got to where we are, we need to go back to 1845 when there was a WAR between Oba Akintoye and Kosoko, which was his elder brother. Now, the Tinubu name in quote is also part of this, and it's Mama Efunwe Tinubu, who was supporting Kosoko because of the SLAV trade that was going on at the time. And then there was a WAR that happened in December of 1845. Now, the Kosoko won initially. Akintoye fled. Then he worked with the British people. They came back and took over. Then in 1861, then in 1862, Lagos became a British colony. Why? Because they call him the weak king, Oba Dosumu. They did the same thing. The same thing they did to Oba Dosumu that he survived. That's the same thing they did to Jaja of Opobo, that they took him to the West Indies and he DIED when he was coming back. So that was where Lagos now became a British colony. And Lagos, if you were born in Lagos in 1862 to 1899, you are a British citizen. I repeat again, if you were born in Lagos from 1862 to 1899, you are a British citizen.
It was a crown colony.
Yeah, because it was a colony. So Lagos has always been a commercial hub. So the whole of the West, for example, that is Western Yoruba and everything, Lagos is where they do the trade because it's close to the coast. So it's still all Yoruba land. But it is where they do trading and all of that to the coast. And now we need to talk about the Oyo Empire. And then after the crumble of the Oyo Empire, and then you had the Ibadan people coming in. And then there's also conversations as regards the Takpa. Because Takpa people are also have a link to Lagos. That is
affiliation to Yoruba.
Through the Oshodi people. You are through the Osho, the people. When you look at the old Oyo Empire, that's why I talk about when we're talking about our political and our whatever democracy and all of that. We should employ the old Oyo Empire hierarchy, where you are the king, that is the Alaafin, the number one king in Yoruba land, though we don't do ranking and everything. Because when I waved my hand like this to Ogawale, I did that because when the British people came in, what they did was they watered down our monarchy. And according to our constitution in Nigeria, because the constitution we're using in 1999 is a constitution of 1979. Again, I repeat, the constitution we are using in Nigeria today, they just added a few things, and they just revamped
1979 amended.
Constitution. It's 1979 constitution. And if you go and look at it very well, even the Oni of Ife, the Oba of Benin, Oba of Benin, the Sultan of Sokoto, they are under their local government chairman.
That's what I'm saying now. You are just agreeing with me, Bongoli. I wasn't talking about those era. I was talking about a recent time, just 93 years.
So that's why I now feel like, because it had already been that. Even this, I'm talking about the McPherson Constitution of 1954, something like that. I think
they have some sort of autonomy. They still have some sort, but 1993 gave them rendered them useless.
So we need to. So when we now talk about this first class, second class, and all of those things, they all just knew how they were just moving. All of those things are political.
They are just trying to make themselves happy. They are all under local government.
Yeah, it's all political. The way they will sit down, the way they will do this, the way they will do that. Now, when we now want to talk about the Yoruba people itself, again, like I said, we are Lukumi people that speak the Kerry language. And then somebody has a question.
That one, please. Let me now ask the question. So this account
I'm going to South America now. I'm going to South America now. But go ahead.
Wait, don't go yet. Let's stay in Nigeria. Don't go yet. So, me, I read an account of J.F. Odujo on Yoruba mythology. And that's a Yoruba man. I've heard Lukumi, a ton of times. I've heard that they carry. I've never taken them into, consideration or cognizance, because from the J.F. Odujo Yoruba mythology, Oduduwa ọ̀ràn that's chain Otewaye is
yes, the chain.
Yoruba Omo Oduduwa is what they narrated all through. Now, from my own progenitors all the way to my grandfather, the Lukumi thingy, there is Yoruba speaking in Kotonu. You know what they call them?
Dahomey.
Anogo.
Yeah.
The way they speak their Yoruba, now, all this is Yoruba speaking, but with some sort of intonation interference. Ijebu speak Yoruba, Ondo speak Yoruba, but with interference. The Yoruba that is straight, our Yoruba or Osun, Yoruba, any other environment within those, anything after Ogun State, all the way. Because there's Yoruba in Kogi, like Kaba people, but the Yoruba too is a little, go straight. So now, that Lukumi and Edekeri, whose account is it?
Those are when you talk about the Kogi Yorubas, those are what are their name? Did they have an incident?
Kaba.
No. They have the Okun. The Okun people.
Okun, yeah.
Yeah, the Okun people. So, when we look at, there's a Yoruba movie that I think Femi Aderogba reviewed. And if you watch that Yoruba movie, there was a lady that was like a jinn. I was saying that they are going to change the name, Yariba. So you see, that name was a name that was given to us. It is not our true name. Now, when you listen to the Edekeri language, that's where you start talking about the Ijebus and the Shekiris. So that's why I'm saying we were not called Yorubas. It was just a construct where they said all of you living in the Western region and have a similar language like this, that you guys can understand yourself, kind of, you are bearing, you are Yorubas. Now, the Ijebus, for example, because I am Ijebu, the Ijebus, for example, there's some conversations about tracing their lineage to Israel, the Jebusites. Ijebu, Jebusites. There is that there's that linkage, but it is subject to debate. Now you see where all of this comes from. So you know where all of this comes from. When you now go back to Afro, that is the Afro-Caribbean and Afro-Brazilian, then when you start learning Yoruba from all that side, also learning our Yoruba history from that side of the world, also, do you understand what I'm saying? I had a conversation with a Cuban, which made me delve deeper into the Yoruba spirituality and all of that. When this lady was telling me about, say, Shango, Ogun, and telling me about all these different things, and I was like, okay, how will a Cuban be explaining this to me and telling me about
Jensen, not me.
She was really excited when she saw me, and I was like, I'm Yoruba and this and that. She was excited. So that's when I started getting in depth into it. And they say Lukumi. If you go and listen to it, they say Lukumi and Edekeri. If you go and listen to it, because their own Yoruba, they say Yoruba as a religion. They practice the Yoruba religion because Yoruba itself is a culture, is a tradition, and it's a religion.
100%. Bongoli, you are a man.
Okay, Bongoli, please, let me interject. Right there. Bongoli, wait. Bongoli, wait, please, let me interject. So, you see, Lukumi speaking in South America is one of the effects of post-colonial era. You know why? Yorubas around Western African axis were moved during this trade, and some of them were dumped in these areas. Now, in remembrance and keeping their culture, they lost the original tongue. What they speak in Lukumi is similar to Yoruba, just the way they pronounce Shogo and Sango, the way when they are even singing, of course, as a Yoruba man, you will know this is Yoruba, but in a way. So they cannot form part of the people we refer to as our origin, progenitors. They cannot.
No.
This language has been spoken somewhere as Yoruba.
Mr. Walid, our brothers and sisters, there is a group called Dale Havana. I want you to go and listen to Dale Havana. There's a particular track, I can't remember the name of that track. They were, what's it called? You know, because in Yoruba we don't pray. Amamuri. There's nothing. Adura is a.
It's the same thing. It's just giving different. Adura, Ihure.
Amamuri. Listen to those songs from Cuba, and when they are singing in Lukumi, in Lukumi, as in the Edekeri, by the Lukumi people, it makes you get euphoric. Like, this is my people. This is who we are. They are our brothers and sisters.
But no, wait. No, there is no way. Bongoli, please. There is no way in Yoruba. Some accounts say that the real, even though to do a story, they was gonna say that it did migrated because of, I don't know the account, I don't know how we cannot, they said, I personally do not believe somebody came from heaven with chains. I do not, but it's okay, we'll take it. Now, some people are saying that even that Oduduwa they are talking about migrated from the Middle East. Now, wait.
Yes.
If you trace back, you read that account too, right? If you now trace back the Lukumi speaking on all these people in that South America, they do not date back to the time the account of Oduduwa's existence was given.
No. We are saying the same thing, sir, because they were migrated due to the 1492 expedition. 1492. I just say 1492, 15th century. 15th century issue.
Yes.
And remember also, please hold on, sir. And remember that the conversation about maybe Oduduwa came from the Middle East and all of that stuff. Remember, Islam also came with its own account, Slavery.
They did, yes.
Remember, it also came in the 7th century. It also came with it also. And then there could have been that kind of migration. Because remember also, they will say the Yorubas also came from the Bantu tribe in DR Congo, in the Congo. There's also that conversation. Yorubas are also regarded as Bantu. There's also that part of history also.
I think the Bantu was more of migration for the ones there. But you see, Yoruba, whether culture, religion, language, is pinned to a certain Western tropic cities or environment in that part of the world today legitimated as Nigeria. So whatever happens post transatlantic merchandise thing would be as a result of that, dispersing of humans. But Yoruba is Niger. We don't want to go on saying Niger, but you know what I'm saying.
Bongoli, can I say something? Can I ask you about when? Sorry, this is out of context, but you guys made mention of something when you guys were about the coastal grounds for trade and all that. Was it only Lagos that was the coastal?
The two major in Nigeria was Lagos and Calabar.
Very good.
Lagos and Calabar. And
so
let me tell you something.
Not always exempt Calabar when you are mentioning those things. So no, they exempt.
No. Even Calabar actually was the first capital of Nigeria.
Exactly.
So Calabar has its own history, and then there's also the Port Harcourt. Because remember also, while they were doing trade in the coast of Lagos, they were also doing trade in in Bayelsa, modern day Bayelsa. We're also doing trade in modern day Delta. We're also doing trade in modern day rivers, and they were controlled by the Ijaws. It was the Ijaws that was controlling all of those trades at the time, and the first ever recorded militancy was in 1895, Lembe, in Brass. So you see all this militant whatever, it had already started a long time ago, and that is where we have the Jaja Gufbubu situation because of the trading. And you have the hinterland, and they were the links. And then also they were working hand in hand with the Fulanis. Because if you remember, the Fulanis were the SLAVE raiders. They were the SLAVE raiders. They were the ones that had the horses, the ones that introduced horses to Yoruba land. They introduced horses to Yoruba land. They didn't introduce horses to the eastern side. It was through the western side because it could have been because of religion. Because remember that Islam is a growing religion. It was coming from the northern side into the west, while Christianity was coming in from the coast. We need to understand this.
The likes of the stories of Mary Slessor.
Yes, but there's another conversation with Mary Slessor and those ones because there's a yin and yang. The Yoruba people had the yin and yang, and it was actually the Christianity that caused the thing that the same Mary Slessor was trying to correct. Yeah. Because they were worshipping a yin and yang, like they had a twin god that they were worshipping. Yeah. So when it was a twin god deity, and when the Mary Slessor people came, the missionary people came, they said, no, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do that. And so when they now started birthing twins, they started saying, they're looking like our GODS or whatever it is. Let's start neutralizing them. And then she now came and said, no, kiniko. I'm just trying to censor what I'm saying because of social media.
Yeah, I guess we don't worry, we're following.
I'm really getting dead.
But she was not the one that stopped the buying of the.
No, she was the advocate for it. But I'm saying that there was it was a misconception. Yeah. Let me explain again. Maybe let me be careful. Is what I'm saying. So in the Efik, Akwa Ibom is Ibibio. I think the cross river is Efik. Yep. So in Efik, they had a twin god. That's their deity. So when Christianity came in, because Christianity was powerful, Christianity was very, very powerful. So it came in southeast, southeast took it very well. The south, the Efik side took it also very well also. And then so when they were now birthing the twins, they now started saying, oh, because when they birth twins before, they worship and say, oh, our gods have come back. Yeah. That was like our gods have come back. So now when you now birth the twins, it was not like, oh, they have come back, so we need to neutralize them because we have accepted this religion. So she now came.
You understand where the misconception came from? That it was even Christianity that you understand.
It was so now she now came and was an advocate. It's just like when they say William Wilberforce stopped SLAV trade. That's not true. It was because of industrialization. What did they call it? Revolution, industrial revolution. That's what really stopped SLAVERY. But that's another conversation on itself. So at the end of the day, Daddy Freeze, thank you very, very much for giving me the opportunity to explain myself.
Now, for Laiton, do you now understand that what you are saying and what Bongoli are saying are two totally different things?
Yeah.
Do you now agree?
I don't, Daddy Freeze. You see, when you are talking about what the people of the Bible were doing, yeah, you know, they called us Gentiles, and today they call themselves this. Everybody had their own. What I'm just trying to say is that every tribe has got their own.
Me, unless you are not Yoruba, I have told you what Yoruba culture is. And both Wale and Bongoli agreed with me on what Yoruba culture is. There are other African tribes, so it is unfair to say Africans did or Africans didn't, because some Africans did, other Africans didn't. But majority of Nigerian tribes, it was the tradition for a woman in Calabar, before a woman marries, she goes to the fattening house before she goes to her husband's house.
Yeah.
These are traditions. So women were not identified as their father's children or from their father's houses unless, one, they were unmarried, or two, one dale mosu. Let me give you an example of what happens in Igbo culture. If you are Igbo, for instance, for Laiton, core Igbo culture, I wish John were here to bear me out. I can't give you bele. That your child, unless I pay the dowry before the child is born and they accept it from me, that child is going to answer coca. Because that child is your father's child, even though na me give you the bele. But the moment I pay your dowry, then the child and you become mine. That is traditional Igbo culture. And in Yoruba culture is different. Whether the papa marry you or not, as long as he give you belen, I ain't get the pikin. Olo lomo, babalo lomo. He can now be an absentee father or a useless father, but they go trace the parentage to him. In Igbo culture, the woman's father owns the child unless he has paid bride price. So that bride price, even in Igbo culture, is a transfer of the rights of the woman from the father to the husband. That is the ceremony of bride price. And guess what? It is like that in Yoruba culture. It is like that in Igbo culture. Not exact, there are variations, but it is largely like that. It is largely like that even in Hebrew culture. That is why when you marry a woman, she becomes your own. If she's not a virgin, you don't pay bride price. And if she tricks you and tells you she's a virgin, and you find out that she's not a virgin, she's to be stoned. That is Hebrew biblical culture. So when you say women were not answering husbands' names pre-colonials, it is largely untrue, but it is true because there were no son names pre-colonial. We didn't have two names. The two name structure is colonialism. But guess what? Yeah. Where did you go to school? You went to school in colonial school. We all went to colonial school. None of us went to traditional Igbo or Hausa educational system. We went through Western education. So the Western man requires you have a surname because you have two names for your identity. And your surname even comes before your name. So that is how surnames evolved. And when surnames evolved, women never took their father's names as surname. The moment they started the house that they were in, whatever name they started to answer in that name, the women just adopted that name too.
Yes. And that is why, let me just interject, and that is why, like I said, it has to do with your clan, your compound, your deity, the deity that they worship.
God bless you.
I can speak for Yoruba. I can speak for about Yoruba spirituality, Yoruba religion, and Oba is Obatala.
Yes, you're correct. Agbole Oloyawa.
Yes, now. Now, for instance, if you are born in a royal family, you'll be Oluwa, or you'll be Ade Bongoli. There will be Ade as a prefix before your name. It shows that you are from the royal family. It gets, if you are from some certain chieftaincy families in Ijebu, it get name where your son name go be, and you yourself go get that prefix. Now, if you carry masquerade, you go to hear Oje. When you hear Oje Labi, Oje Diran, those are the people where they carry masquerade for their family. Now masquerade. So when you hear Ojebi, na masquerade family.
Yes.
Ogun Diran, na Ogun that they worship for that family. Songo Gade, na Songo that they worship for that family.
Yes. Yes. So
Ifa Turoti, na Ifa that they worship for that family.
Yeah.
So when you leave your wherever your family is from, and you go to a family that is worshiping Ifa, and everybody is answering, Fagade, Ifagade, you go answer that Ifagade with them.
So down the line, some of these names were changed. Yes.
Mr. Wale.
Somebody say Egungun surname is Oje. Egungun na Instagram Egungun.
So, Femi, my last name is linked to the Middle East. It's Bakari. It's Abubakari. That's the full name. Abubakari. So I
Your
know my
progenitors must have accepted Islam earlier.
Early.
Yeah, but yes. So
that's why you hear the Badmos. Badmos.
So that's my last name. So I know my history very well. I know my name very well.
So yeah, you must call the attention. Okay.
Daddy, please, I have to leave now. But let me just say this. Daddy, since we are talking about this, I want to advocate for my Igbo sisters. Because we're talking about women, we're talking about culture and everything. And I'm a Nigerian. We need to look into inheritance for our Igbo ladies. In Nigeria today, the women with the least amount of real estate is from the southeast. And we talk about culture, we talk about tradition. Omolomonje. Let us spread this thing around. Let us advocate for it. Since we are talking about women changing names, bearing names, and everything. And I think that's what part of what Chimamanda Adichie is part of the things that she's advocating for also. Now, I'm not trying to compare anything. When you look at the Yoruba culture, not comparing to anything, we have regents, we have Yalodis that will sit down with the chiefs. So they all have the stake and they all have the say. And we have Oloriodo and everything. So I'm not throwing, this is not shit, this is not slug, this is just advocacy. This is just advocacy.
Sorry,
I was shocked when I did this. Mama. I was shocked when I saw that start because I was thinking the North, the North is feudal and very conservative. I was thinking the North will rank last. No, even the North is even dragging with the Southwest when it comes to. So when you talk about religion and all of those things, Islam and everything. So I'm just an advocate for that. I've always advocated for this for many years. Thank you.
Well, I mean that's a very it's all inclusive and yeah. But I mean you will have to look at their system in the eastern part of the nation. That egalitarian system. It does have a little or no room for girl child, but of course things are evolving. The demographics are changing. We need to do better. I support that. I mean, we should advocate for them start to be. I mean, this thing is still happening. I have a friend here in America that has 3 female kids, and he's still saying he wants a boy.
I'm so sorry, but
because he believes he's the only boy that will succeed.
These things have changed. I would say that colonialism has come to destroy most of our structure that was down there for us. Yeah, because even like I'm talking about this thing, women, pre-colonial time, our women had mouths in the palaces. We had women because there's an article that I saw about the Igbo women, that they were spiritual guides, they were political leaders, economic powerhouse, and cultural custodians.
Matriarchs.
Yeah, that was pre-colonial time Igbo. Yeah. So the colonial rule, wait, hold on. So colonial rule imposed foreign frameworks that excluded women from education and leadership in economic, spiritual, and political.
You see the hypocrisy? Now they are fighting people in the Middle East for excluding women today.
No, Mr. Wale, Mr. Wale, me and you will fight now. No, me and you will fight when we get to that slide, though. Me and you
but at the point in time, they were instrumental to excluding female child from education.
Wait, now, hold on. They said redefine family lineage and inheritance structures to favor patriarchal norms. You understand? So replace spiritual systems with rigid and male-dominated religious structures. So it wasn't like that before.
Yes. Let me chime in here. Colonialism suppressed our women in Africa, point blank period. Regardless of whatever culture it is. Point blank period, because our women, even in the north, we had Queen Amina or Zawzaw. That is in the north. But remember, during that time, Islam hadn't gotten into the northern part of Africa. It was during Usman Danfodio when he fought for Gubil in 1804 versus Yunfa. When Yunfa warned all of them that, hey, this man is coming, religion and all of those things. And those things changed the whole demographic.
Yeah.
So colonialism and religion have done numbers on us. Now, practice whatever religion you want to practice. I respect culture. I respect religion, because I myself, as I'm speaking, I practice all religions, whether you like it or not. I'm a Christian from a Muslim family, and I accept the Yoruba spirituality. So you need to have all of this knowledge so that you can make good decisions. I'm not saying it's a must, but it's good to have all of this knowledge. Don't be a vacuum. Because when you begin to learn, understand, read, and know of all of these things, it begins to open your eyes and your mind. And with the way Nigeria is today, and we're talking about why is Nigeria like this and like that, you'll be able to understand the people. You should ask yourself, why is it that we accepted religion, hook, line, and sinker? I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because we're very spiritual people. African people are spiritual. We're religious. We always wanted to we believed in something. So it was easier for us to be accepting of it. So, Daddy Freeze, I want to thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you very much. Madam Folai Tonkoka, God bless you. Mr. Wali,
thank you. Thank you. It's always a good
explain myself. That if you give me the opportunity to explain myself, because when I was typing in the comment section, it may have come off differently. But I want to thank him so much for giving me the opportunity. And God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I love you. Thank you.
So I appreciate you guys. I'm with one hand watching my Honest Bunch interview today. Have you guys seen it?
With who? Them Big Bird?
Yeah.
We're going to watch it later. That kind of thing, we need quiet.
You need to watch it. You need to watch it. You need to watch it. Shout out to the Honest Bunch crew, Tone, Zini, HM, Husband Material, and I. It's not easy. I'm used to working by myself, so having to work with other people requires a learning curve that I have to relearn again, and it's been very exciting all this while. We had a fantastic episode with Bongoli said he wants to debate Seun Kuti. Hey, that's hard, Sha, because someone said I watch it, really educative. Yeah. Chichi Obama says she's about to watch it. It's Vector and Seun Kuti went in deep. We touched on religion, we touched on education, we touched everywhere. Sheung himself he's an enigma. Vector. Vector no they talk much, but they drop bars. As in, the guy thinks in rhymes. I've never seen such a human being before. As in, as he go they drop and go they rhyme, go they think say they rap, but you know they rap, it just they conversate to educate and illustrate.
You still don't the rhyme now.
Whoa! I'm Daddy Freeze the Cobra, Big Bird, the Viper, and the Cobra. Emi go ma
But
Gates.
sincerely, DF, I think you see, though I was always talking about reorientation, but that may not be possible anymore in our nation because of the number. The number is growing too much. We need people come more online because this is a place where almost everybody meets now to dish out this knowledge. People are ignorant. And when you see people utter, when they talk, you look at it like, really? I mean, without saying it's their fault, maybe people who had raised them, maybe, level of education, exposure, environmental factor, fine, it's okay. Nobody's blaming nobody. But education, which is not necessarily the one in a classroom, is a thing we must seek every day. Don't use your 5 MB to go and be watching, people are doing comedy, with due respect to them, or nonsense kids. Watch something that would enrich your mind. You can talk, hold a conversation for 5 straight minutes. You will learn more. Everybody learns. Me, I like to. Bongoli is one of the people I like to listen to. Sometimes he has this statistics thing. Sometimes I don't buy into it. But a ton of the time, it shows this man reads a lot. DF is one of them. The females that come up here too that does this a lot is this lady from Europe. I don't really know their name offhand, but you see, not to even give anybody credit per se, okay, they are better than you. But learn. It doesn't cost you nothing. At least learn one new thing a day, one new thing. Like that life go day better for you. They're not going to cheat you. They're not going to tell you nonsense. Carry that Bible, read down. You go get clarity. Carry the Quran, know them. Nobody go tell you, say, the next person is your enemy. Also learn about your demographic. You be told you, what do you know about it? All these things are their mind enriching. They make you be free and live your life to the fullest. But when somebody give you this now, give you that now. But that used to say something that when you are devoid of knowledge, you become a tool in everybody's hands. Because this person will come now, they sound smart and sound very, convincing. You will yield. That next person will come. They will give you a superior or valid argument, which might just be that they are very good at, they are smooth. But when you really are farming it, you are sure, this is correct. The account is from the source, is authentic. You will just look at them and smile and say, he doesn't know what he's saying. Please, let's push this narrative more. This platform has always been to educate. You've been straightening people's mind up, religious-wise. Philosophy is going down as well. Let's keep doing it. Me too, I'm learning. Everybody's learning. Today now, you talked about something that I never heard about, Edekeri. I've heard Lukumi, but of course I know what I knew about Yoruba mythology and our origin has always told me Yoruba is from this part of the world. Whatever happens anywhere in South America is as a result of the transatlantic merchandise thing. Which is still knowledge, because you cannot know this by just sitting with, and just watching big behind and big titties on Instagram. Yes. DF, let me sign out and get to work.
Me too.
Thank you for having me.
Why did
and
you
God bless you. What did you say?
You just cause scatter ground for us.
No, we have to say it now. But wait, for like now, and I don't want to sound,
I know.
Here. Do you speak to people and in the inner part of your soul you are feeling like
Yes. Yes.
You can't say what they look like how you can describe. So this thing sometimes, and it makes it hard. And when you see, let me say something. A ton of people have engaged. I'm not saying I'm the smartest around, but I know what I know. A few things that I know. When I'm engaging them, now they cannot give you a valid or more superior argument. The next thing they start abusing you or start jabbing you. That one will make you feel bad. Like, say, okay, can you just talk straight without trying to be funny? I know, say, normally, this kind of thing now, people where they're quick to beat people or punch people because they don't exhaust their mental capabilities. So now the same way they be. But today, the way our nation be, make we not even go into that one. Now because of lack of knowledge and people knowing the real stance and what they deserve. But anyways, we won't bother the freeze with our let's just chill. Let's chill, enjoy life, know what you know, and be good. Yeah, I sign out.
Same here, Daddy Freeze.
Yeah, no remind us again.
I'll wake up.
All right, sorry, I dey watch Big Bird and the Viper. I dey watch. No vex. We need this topic more. We always have intellectual topics, but the problem is people get bored quickly. You know why this topic became so powerful? It's because we started with who is sleeping with who. Now that one first bring the people come. So by the time we start adding Wale, we start adding John, we start adding Bongoli, we start adding Folaiton to talk about serious things, the crowd was already here. But you see, my problem with this kind of crowd, nobody don't buy my money gun. Nobody don't buy my star. Meanwhile, if now who they knock who, my whole star go full. So explain to me why I want to be doing intellectual conversation and educating people when I can just be collecting my star and dancing to the bank, dancing palongo, all the way to the bank. Nobody.
Okay, Jeff, let me suggest this. I know you have a ton of people, bright minds that come around. If they will join hands with me, we'll dedicate one day of the week to discuss this, a convenient time for you. And we will pre-buy whatever needs to be bought.
Very good. And now you they talk.
I will do that.
Oh, no,
you do know the circle of people that will come and say things and bring their facts forward. It's important too because DF, when you do the preaching thing, in as much as we don't get that traffic, but it still reaches out to people.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the woman that joined when you started earlier when I was going to school to get my daughter, I was gonna say that this one don't miss Waka come this place. We go teach her. Unfortunately, I couldn't see the life after John joined. That one that was talking about you were trolling somebody.
Pastor.
In fact, I commented that how did you come to the conclusion of trolling when you said you didn't have the facts? But I'm Connie is a level of understanding. We're not saying she's not educated, but we're saying that she does not really understand what is going on per se. Because how can you just say you trolled somebody and you didn't even have the facts?
Asleep.
Thank you so much. Please take note of what I said. The ones where say they go talk those things. We enjoy. And me, this is what I really like the most.
Me too.
When it comes to international politics, history, law, and when we talk about living rights, I'm not talking about fit farm. I'm talking about good conscience. Come on, that one I did because I load myself up almost every day with it.
Yep.
All right.
And shout out to
Sama baby, thank you so much for joining too. That really helped us. Helped us all. Thank you very much. Yeah? Good night, everybody. Let me run and go and try to gather everything else. I've been here for 3 hours. Pop my money gun as you are leaving. Pop it, you will not buy. God bless you all.